Oh man, hopefully the drive home was good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Fair. Oh man, and hopefully the food was good because that's the only reason to go to a fair.
Yeah, dude, I had a pulled pork
Exactly.
burrito.
Oh that,
Wow.
Ooh.
oh that sounds like it'd kill me.
Mhm.
You know what, DM? I wouldn't want to be anywhere near you while you ate it.
No, I don't get gas. My stomach I get like food poisoning from pork. Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, so are we ready to jump straight in? Is everyone good, or we need a second?
I'm good.
No, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Ugh, pardon me. My stomach is already going off from the spinach from this afternoon. All right. So, yes, last time we left off, the party had managed to become the 12 Lords 4 weeks ago. Wow, it's been a month. Holy shit. Uh, can you believe it, guys? A month ago this time, you were just gaining your positions as a powerhouse you have become. As the party had managed to finally solve the great puzzle that was the 12 Lord dungeon through a little quick thinking and without any explanation or understanding, the party managed to take up their position as the members of the 12 Lords. As they would begin to head out into the world, this group still sticking around of Sigrun, Lucius, Key, Daka, and the cat with 100 mage hands. You all would find yourselves back on your airship heading towards the Tothlands, only to find that the city, as well as the entire continent, had been left in ruin. A large desert having replaced what was once shown on maps as a lush area. The city's no longer shown except for a single tower where it looks like a small battle took place. Though archaic and gothic in its design, it seems to be emptied and showing have ages have passed since anybody have walked through it. As you all look about, you see the city itself having been cleared, or the country itself being cleared. Having decided past that, upon seeing that, rather, that it was finally time to focus down and take vengeance for Sigrun against the great Heli people, the large army that had threatened the world this entire time. You all would turn and head towards the capital. Um, as you would follow through the southern ends of the continent, passing over the Scrofe lands, you would see that the Scrofe villages now look to be completely gone. If As there seems to be just nothing there as you fly over the area. Continuing further south, you can see battlefields that had had happened at some point or another. What looks to be armies having fought dwarves, tieflings, dragonborn. The Heli seem to have held them all at the edges of their territory. As you fly through the outskirts of the southern borders, you see the one large house or large town that has come completely crashing into the ground, the city itself demolished and smoking. As you continue your way further into the territory, more signs of battle can be seen everywhere as you all are on the airship. Does anyone want to do anything or check for anything along the travel?
Hmm. Um, can I just do like a general perception check to kind of get a lay of the land, like see specific like groups of people, stuff that's happening, just
Yeah.
sort of stuff like that.
Yeah, give me a
Like try to
perception check.
pinpoint anyone of importance, any like major threats that aren't heli,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Sweet. All right. That is a 22.
Okay. With a 22, you recognize as the territory you're in was once known as House Uzil. Um, the city being demolished. There's literally nothing left of it at this point. As you pass through it, you recognize the next city you pass through, again, completely demolished with nothing but smoking ruins. Signs of great battles that had happened at the House of Azazel's main city. Only slightly more north is the capital, and you can again see the capital slammed into the ground from this distance.
Can I judge roughly how long it'll take for us to get to the capital?
Probably less than an hour at the speed
Okay, cool.
the ship's going. As you all can see, and you can even start to hear from this distance the sounds of an active battlefield. Armies clashing. As you see in the distance, what looks to be magic shooting off in the air, giant spells getting launched off left and right. Vormorn taking a second in the background. Yeah, you did get a long rest. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't see Key. God damn it, Caleb, you gotta speak up, my man, and unmute when your fucking thing is going. I didn't see you said something. Reconnect to that location. So you saw Lad again. Oh, GF called when I cast sending. Lad being your husband? Just to confirm? Okay. You try to reconnect and nothing seems to connect back up or connect through. Go ahead and give me a religion check to see if you can find anything. Oh, yeah, I recognized it from when she cast sending, yeah. So go ahead and roll religion, let me know what you get. 25. Yeah, as you try to reproduce the connection or even sense any source of the same power, nothing seems to stick out in the world. As you all begin heading further north, oh, I'll give Key a second to type.
As we make our way to the capital, by the way,
Yes.
Sigrun is currently in the middle of displaying on her trophies and stuff from her time and adventure. So like stuff from the wyvern she's fought and like anything of note trophy wise she's had, and like I don't have a full list, but I know for sure she's had mostly from like monsters and beasts, like claws and teeth. And I think she had in the rotted jar that like head of I think it was like an ogre, so she'd probably just like have the jar on her hip on display, stuff like that. She is prepping for war as per Scrofe ritual.
Okay. You all watch as Sigrun disappears down below underneath the ship, and don't hear from her while the ship continues off. Okay. As you all begin to feel feel and hear the sounds of magic getting louder and louder, more explosions, more clashes of swords, the sound starts to increase as battle continues to go on. You guys come outside of the capital and see a massive army of what looks to be tieflings, dwarves, hill dwarves. Wow, dwarves. Dwarves. The high elves. A few of drow and a bunch of gnolls. Continuing to lead what looks to be a massive army behind a single dragonborn who is waving a flag in the air, not recognizing the symbolism. You just see a big A on the background of a blue flag. You see Dragonkin starting to sprout wings and charging off into the air as they start to attack what looks to be hordes of heli. Some that look to be flying normally, others that you can see like tears out of their wings and bodies, looking almost as if they're falling apart, but the two sides look to be evenly matched as the battle continues to clash. The full city under attack, as you can see, even within the city itself, battle continues to form. Both sides you'd count almost 100,000 troops as you watch on as this battle rages beneath you. Sigrun returns to the top deck as the rest of you kind of look down and watch this seeing combat going on, seeing this war that is going on. Sigrun with their trophies, the rest of you starting to feel the sense, the anger and hatred that is emanating from the war beneath you. What would you like to do?
Alright. I'm only here for the nobles who have wronged me and my people, and all those who would stand against me. Other than your support in that, I do not care who you fight or who you don't fight, but have my back in battle, I will have yours. This is war, but I will not leave you to fend for yourselves. And she kind of just like plants her axe and nods at her allies. Very somber, very serious. There's no joy, there's no like kind of humor like when she eagerly looks forward to her usual like frenzied battles. She is almost sorrowful, and she is somber, and she is serious.
I want to put my hand on like Sigrun's like lower thigh because how short I am, and cast Foresight through my item.
Okay.
Ooh, what are you casting?
Foresight.
Oh, so I get advantage on like every roll, yeah.
Literally everything. Yeah.
Do I recognize the sensation again? Like, would I
At
know
this
it's
point,
foresight?
Yeah, you'd recognize the spell.
She gives you a very deep appreciative nod. Her like war jewelry, bone decor, trophies like clanking as she does. She also has her mane in a lot more intricate braids, both up to be sort of less grabbable, but also like very decorative.
Yeah.
Sort of like typical like Celtic Viking like braids.
As you kind of stand there on the precipice looking down at this battle, does anybody else want to do anything?
I'll tip my hat to Sigrun from one Heli to one Scrofe, unlikely allies.
Exactly. And when this is done, your homelands, I know they are in ruin, but they will be yours. I will see to it. No one shall oppose your right to them.
This ain't my home no more, Sigrun. I don't got one no more.
Nonsense. You have home with us.
It's kind of you to say, Sigrun. We'll see what happens when the battle's over.
Tycharis neighs as suddenly a bear appears on top of the saddle in front of Vormorn.
Oh, Tycharis, seems like our journey's come to a head. Let's ride!
Tycharis neighs loudly, and as the bear flies up into the air, you watch as Tycharis grabs hold of it and chugs it in front of Vormorn.
Well, folks, I guess this is what we came for. And I'm gonna wave my hand and cast Emboldening Bond on everybody.
I'm readying the.
Yeah, you all suddenly feel warmth come through your bodies as the spell goes off. Kind of almost as if a bear lightly hugged you.
Remind me what that does again, Robert?
I'm posting it now.
Oh, thank you. I always forget.
I think
Durali-
there's a second part to it now.
Durali, the smallest person,
Yes.
prepare the cannon.
You're gonna prepare the cannon.
The cannons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Shouting the order, Durali shouts out, and the Warforges below begin to load the cannons. Key.
Let me find this spell. I'm going to go ahead and cast this and get everyone a helpful hand. Where is it? Come on. I casted this the other day. Or I cast it all the time.
So the other day, 4 weeks ago when we had our last session?
Oh, gosh.
You know the spell. You know the spell.
No, I don't. What do you,
I don't think any of us do.
It's been 4 weeks. Jog my memory.
Oh yeah, that one spell. That's
That-
right.
that one.
Of the many.
Yeah, Robert gets it. That spell. Was it this one?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Yes, it was. I cast Holy Aura on me and the party.
Okay.
Oh.
So now everyone is going to shed dim light for 5-foot radius and have advantage on all saving throws. And other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against them until the spell ends.
Okay.
In addition,
Right, so
when,
basically- Oh.
when a fiend or an undead hits the affected target with a melee attack, the aura flashes a brilliant light, and the attacker must succeed a Constitution saving throw of 19 or be blinded until the spell ends.
That is good to know.
Throw it in the chat.
I was gonna say everything else is basically what Foresight does for Sigrun, but that Fey Fiend Undead thing is good.
I can only do the foresight to one person, so.
You watch
Yeah.
as Stumpy comes walking up onto the deck. He looks at Sigrun. He just gives a nod to you, Sigrun. And then as he does so, he goes to the side of the ship. The ship being about 200-300 feet off the ground, I'd say, at this point. And he just goes over the side and disappears.
Well,
I have a feeling he'll
I've-
be fine.
yeah, Sigrun just trusts that he knows what he's doing and watches him leap.
And yeah, as you watch him leap, he disappears over the side, gone out of view. You all stand on the precipice of the battlefield, seeing this massive war that's going on down below you. The ship still floating overhead. The divine light being cast. Now that it's in chat.
Oh,
What would you... Alright, who's going to initiate? What's the plan here?
does Sigrun with her earlier perception check, or I'll reroll if needed, see any heli that specifically look like nobles? Specifically, she's looking for any sign of, like, their infamous, like, magic use. Like, she doesn't want to just drop down and have to deal with heli soldiers or, like, get into combat with, like, commoners. She is looking for the nobles.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a perception check.
Alright.
Vormorn, actually, there are any of the rest of you who are gonna help, Sigrun with this? Go ahead and also give me perception checks.
I could use
Oh,
help
right.
because I rolled
for sure.
shit.
Because I'm definitely gonna use a divine. Well, I guess we're a little too far up for me to use divine sense.
So
But yeah, I'll assist with perception.
I
I'll
got an 11. I rolled dog
Nice.
shit.
What's
I
up?
will
Let me
laugh.
see. What do I got today?
I also rolled an 11.
Don't worry, Key, I'm coming to you. I heard you.
We're this is why
26
Sigrid
for
and Lucius.
Vormorn.
Yep.
Oh
He
shit.
knows his people. He knows the nobles.
No, with a
Yeah,
plus
Sigrun gets like a braid. The wind blows a braid in her face, and she has to like move it aside.
God damn
So-
it.
should I bother rolling with a passive 32?
Oh, you be quiet.
Yes, because you're actively looking for something.
a different
Oh.
thing, not passive.
Okay. Well, sadly, it got worse on my passive for 26.
Same.
Okay.
26, bro.
Damn,
High five.
we're all twinning.
Oh, yeah.
Lucius, are you helping with this or no?
Yeah, I only rolled an
At
11.
11,
Oh, 11, okay.
we're
Um,
blind together.
I'm old. My
Durali-
eyes aren't as good as my ears.
Yeah, Durali, Sigrun, and Lucius, as you kind of scout watching the battlefield, there aren't any banners up this. You don't know the battle and who's on whose side. All you see is an amalgamation of bodies slamming into each other and what looks to be heli flying in the air on occasion and fighting the other creatures. But as Key and Vormorn take a second and look over the edge, the two of you immediately spot the lord, one of the lords himself. Let me pull up his name. See, the armies aren't looking up at this point. Well, at least not the majority of the armies aren't. They're kind of in the middle of a massive battle.
Look, a few people see it, and that's all I care.
and they're like stunned, and then an enemy like stabs
Yeah.
them while they're distracted.
You see Lord Azern himself down on the battlefield, the large, massive, buff femboy that he is, suddenly fighting what looks to be very normal now. as he's fighting down on the battlefield. You also notice that he seems to be immediately, you catch Vormorn, that Michael of the House of Jehoshaphat, which eventually made Jehoshaphat, got my apologies. You see those two coming at each other as the forces are coming closer and closer, as the two most powerful members of the what was left of the nobility amongst the Heli. As you look down the other forces, you see a few notable names amongst the snow. That you see some amongst the snow elves that seem to have joined the array. Some of the dragonborn mercenary groups, a dragonkin that you haven't seen before, but otherwise no one else that catches your attention. Key, you do notice, you pick up the sense of your husband is somewhere deep within the capital.
Oh.
Nice. All right. Deep within the capital.
Yep.
Yes, the city you're at.
Key is feeling a sense of happiness, but also anger, knowing that she's happy that he's here. Angry that, of course, it was the fucking Heli that did this.
You saw a Heli in your vision. I don't know why you're surprised now.
I saw one Heli.
That's usually all it takes.
I will look to Sigrun and then the rest of the party and just say, so I found my husband's down there. When this is all done, would y'all be willing to help me?
If he is held captive, I will help you personally kill the one who holds him.
I know what it's like to be held captive by Heli. You've got my whip.
We have your back, Key.
Question. The two Heli nobles we saw, wasn't one of them, did we find out one of them was actually a Toth using illusions? Because no, one of them we found was actually dead for like a long time.
Yeah.
Good question. Do you remember?
I know it was
I thought that was Michael.
I thought it was as well.
You know what? Are we allowed to roll to remember?
Roll history.
Well,
one of the two
thing is,
to the chick in the law expansion, and we found out that the guy we thought he was dead for like 3 years. And they were like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh."
Do you remember? Yeah. I leave it to you if you took the notes for it.
No, because the chick died to the guy at Jehoshaphat. Because that's who fucking did it.
Yep.
That's who killed him. Yeah, it was Michael.
Michael. He's also the one who Sigrun almost fought solo a while ago.
Well, yeah, because the no, because I it might not have been. I think the chick was the talk. Because when we met her, when it was the cousin that that Hunter Character hated, she was like, "I've been dead for a long time. What are you talking about?"
Yep.
So she was fake, and the original was killed by Michael because she was buried into.
Yep. He killed her, and he took over the house or whatever.
He put a fake
dilemma.
Yeah.
I don't think Sigrun remembers that character, like the original part, because of the memory race, but I feel like the part in the Legolas's manor we would have remembered.
Durali remembers that.
Well, yeah. Regardless, Durali remembers.
As Vormorn and Key see these two, do the two of you point this out?
Of course. I'll especially point out Michael to Sigrun.
Okay.
He is the one I wish to fall first.
He's also the one I'm going after.
Landing might be difficult. I can get slow fall on all of you to drop right in.
Oh, don't worry.
I plan to jump anyway, but
fly.
slow fall would be
neighs
helpful.
out, and then kind of leans to the left a bit when he does.
What? Wait, he can?
Yeah, Tycheris has a flying speed of 90 feet. Or was it 60? No, it's 90 feet flying.
He's done flying a few times in campaign already.
And he runs into the air.
Oh, I also want to bring out my dear Bacon.
Can I?
You see the look of Bacon, the war flashes come on Bacon's eyes as he sees where he comes into the world. As he floats in. Where are you having him spawn in?
He's gonna be right behind me on Tycheris' back.
Okay. He climbs onto Tycheris' back, or appears on Tycheris' back and rides in with you. What's up, Durali?
Can I tell which side is fighting for Michael? Is it-
It looks like this is just a big fight. With your perception check earlier, no, you can't. You didn't even notice
Oh.
him until earlier.
Is anyone against me just raining cannonballs into the battlefield from up here?
To be fair, I don't know what the snow elves have done, but I mean, war's war.
I could fire
I'm
on the
not.
I could fire
I
on
was
the
to
hell.
say, are you casting Featherfall or no? I just gotta know before Sigrun
Yeah.
leaps off. Okay,
Well,
cool.
It does a reaction as you're falling, so I'm gonna like snap my fingers while you fall.
Yes. So unless anyone else has a reason to stop Sigrun, the moment Ticarius starts going over, she's gonna rage and jump.
And then I'm gonna
With
look
her
at the other,
axe out.
I'll look at the other two, seeing Sigrid fall, and be like, "Well, who's next?"
Oh, I follow.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
As you
I
two
also
go
turn
down-
invisible as I fall through the sky.
Oh.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
Vormorn running off into the sky with Ticarius. Key, what about you?
I'm gonna look to Durali, just kind of. I'm not surprised that they're immediately jumping into this. So
I'm a horseman of war.
I'm a
no
bold
time like the
woman of
present, I
war.
guess.
No time to waste. Go for it.
See you down there. I jump off, immediately tuck myself in my shell.
You're gonna fucking Mario shell them.
Okay.
One last feather fall.
All right. Yeah. As you watch Key go over, knowing full well, Dorali, that you are what your plan is, you watch as the party goes over the edge of the ship one by one, casting Featherfall on them. The cannons start raining down fire, avoiding your friends the best that they can, and shooting down into the general crowd. Are you planning still to do what you were going to do?
Yeah. Does the ship have an autopilot?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn that on, and then I'm gonna do the plan. Yep.
All right. You all, as you start to land one by one, turn and look up, and you see as Durali's ship turns after a volley of cannonballs come colliding down with the ground and disappears and flying off in the distance.
Durali just stole our ship.
He
They'll
just
hear
left.
they'll hear a call of, "Don't worry, I have a plan."
Sigrun is in rage, so I'm not sure how much of this she catches while she's falling.
Yeah, as you come to the ground, unless you look up, you won't notice the ship disappearing. But as your party
Yeah, I
lands
am-
around you, the battle around you starting to take haven, you see the army swarming at each other as the fight goes
Can-
on. Go ahead.
Can Sigrun yell something out as she's landing with
Sure.
her axe? Just to do I want to try to do an intimidation check, but also just for flavor, as she lands and is swarmed by all these enemies and she wants to make her way to Michael, I think she yells out, I am here to fall the ones who have wronged me, and all those who stand with them in the corrupt gods. Step aside, or your blood will be my red carpet! As she, hauls her axe and charges into the crowd.
As you finish shouting that, you hear as Vormorn shouting for Michael's name from the skies as he heads towards the center of the battlefield. You start charging in.
Can I
Go ahead.
roll intimidation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your intimidation.
Fuck yeah. I have to check to see if my axe gives me anything. I get advantage because of foresight. Let's see. Now,
Don't
does the
forget your
axe...
+4 if you want to.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna for sure be rolling the +4. I just have to check. Abilities. That's damage. Okay, I don't think I get anything that gives me extra on that. So that'll be plus 11 plus 11, so 22 intimidation.
22 intimidation. Okay. As you yell this out, with Lucius right behind you, Key finally landing it, scudding into the ground as the shell bounces off and comes to a stop. Vormorn charging ahead of you from the sky. You shout this out, and troops from both sides seem to turn and start charging towards you. Though all of you start to see that this is a battle between two Beyond Gods. On one side, the Heli, who seem to be supporting Thief, and on the other side, you see as Kedliz's force of freedom fighters seems to be charging in. Both
All of
sides
my
start coming
enemies.
towards you.
Force of freedom fighters.
Yep. As both sides start colliding and coming towards you. To save us a little bit of time, I'm going to have you roll what we call a percentile dice to see if you all make it to the center. If you don't, it will be Vormorn fighting against
Does
Michael on his own.
any of my
Do they
access
have true
stuff
sight?
against?
I'm invisible.
They do not, that you don't know, or at least none that seem to react to you.
Because they have foresight, does Sigrun get advantage on the percentile check?
Yes, that will be correct.
I was gonna say, if not, I also have the passive radiant I'm doing and stuff against followers of God, so I'm not sure if that also factors into me getting through them quickly.
Yeah, it's gonna be you just charging through. I'm not gonna make you go into combat for a bunch of level 1s.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
That's-
be like, I feel like you'd be like smashing through them as you're going.
I
anyway.
would-
It's
yeah, it
gonna
would
be
just-
like 8 HP worth of damage. I did 80 points of damage for each round. It's like, well,
Okay.
he's dead. Yeah, no, he's very dead.
Am I rolling just a
He is a
D100
paste
with
at this
advantage
point.
then?
Yeah, so it'll be 2D100s for you. Lucius 2D100s as well. And then Key, you will only do 1D100 since you'll be charging in behind.
I'm also 3'10".
Yeah, but this is amalgamation of races. So
Wait,
there are dwarves in
two-
there that are under your height.
2D100 with or the advantage or without the
That's
advantage?
with the advantage. That's with the advantage. That's
Okay,
what-
okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is I think I just got 100 on the first die, but I'm gonna check. Yeah. So 100 and... No, I can't go past 100. Yeah, just 100 then.
You...
I'm fucking maxed out.
Key, as Sigrun goes charging through, viciously attacking through the army, cutting through like butter, as many of these people, inexperienced in battle beyond peasant combat, seem to come charging at you, easily cutting through the lines. Lucius and Key both watch as Sigrun easily disposes. No joy, no enjoyment. Heads are rolling left and right on both sides with almost a dead silent anger going through the air as Sigrun starts to cut a path through.
She does stop, not really stop, it's while she's moving, she'll take handfuls of the blood off her axe and just smear it on her face, her chest, her arms. She is, intentionally coating herself with the blood as she plows through.
Sigrun looks like a wet dog.
It's a haunting
Yeah.
sight.
The smell behind it, while only Lucius, who has advantage in smell checks, and Key, who has a passive perception that unfortunately is very high, can smell the scent of death being rubbed into Sigrun's fur, the smell of sweaty, wet dog mixed with blood on the air coming behind them, as the two of you barely manage to keep up, between the two of you going back and forth, cutting down a couple of people that managed to come up behind Sigrun as she cuts her way through. The two of you barely managing to survive and keep up. Cuts going left and right. You do both succeed the check, though, by fucking 7 points at the closest. God damn it,
yeah.
Lucius, you needed that 59.
You know what? Just for the Tycheris, he has an aura of dread.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so as you watch on, as I continue on, as you watch on cutting your way through the parties, Sigrun, you find yourself coming towards where Michael is as you watch Vormorn coming down on Tycheris, the army almost making a wide berth, avoiding you all, trying not to get too close to Tycheris and the rest of you as they watch this just wall of bodies going everywhere. Tycheris seems to give off a natural fiery aura that seems to cause many of the enemies to step away. As this happens, Michael turns, and with his elite guards right behind him, he immediately roars out just a guttural scream of anger. Sword in hand, staff in the other. He rolls initiative. Everyone go ahead and do so, minus Durali, who's just hanging out.
You know, I believe I have lucky.
Now's the time to burn it.
22. It's my lucky
Actually-
number today.
I
Nice.
don't have lucky on this one. Damn.
Damn, Lucius, you're not the worst. Durali, would you like to roll initiative just to see how far you end up in reference to during this, to where you're going?
Yeah, right.
Oh, Robert, did you get an 8 on initiative?
13.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, you are a healer, technically, so going last isn't always bad.
See? They remembered you're a healer. You're good, Lucius. You put it on. Everyone remembers you're a cleric. Fire. Don't worry.
I've remembered,
You're
he's
actually
always...
not the last in the initiative order.
Oh gosh.
As we go up to the top, as Michael yells out or screeches out this guttural rage, a war cry as he attempts turning towards you, his elite guards readying themselves. Sigrun, you are first up.
Ho ho ho. How far am I away from Michael?
About 20 feet from them at this point. Goes for the entire party.
Of
All
course,
right.
Minus Durali, of course.
I do have a question
Yes.
before we do get started here. So how far is Vormorn and Tycharis away from these guys?
20 feet.
So all of them do need to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Is this for fright?
Yes, or if they're all immune
They're
to fright,
all
then of
immune to
course-
fright.
Fair enough.
Yep. No, that's why the army backed off and wouldn't come any closer, but this lot didn't seem to. As you look on him, Lucius, you do see that he has these, hourglass, mark on his chest, on his armor. Alright. Sigrun,
All right.
what would you like
So,
to do? You count,
She will with her... Oh, count how many?
You count 4 elite knights, surrounding Michael.
That's fine. She will, with her bonus action, activate the ring, which she's just been waiting to do, because it's just been so crowded, and she didn't want to slow herself down, and she will enlarge. And as she does so, the reach of her massive axe grows with her, and I will just take a single 5-foot step forward towards them,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately swing on Michael, because he's now within my reach.
Okay. Alright, let's see what you got.
So, I am in rage. I did move, so I believe it's only the 2 attacks. I am going to Reckless to give myself advantage, but because of Foresight, they have disadvantage when they hit me, so it'll cancel out, but just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
So first attack. Okay, so at 18, technically a crit for me now. And
Yep.
the second attack,
Okay.
that popped out of my dice box, so I'm re-rolling, is a a 32, or a 33, sorry. So that also hits, but it's not a crit.
Yeah, both hit.
I will roll my damage. Do you want me to just double the die or double the amount?
It's up to you. He is not crit immune.
I will double the amount. I feel like that will be
Alright. So
Easier.
whatever you roll.
and then I believe it's a... Do I get to add your D4, Lucius, to my damage, or just the attacks? and
No,
saving
it's
throws?
the attacks and saves.
That's fine. My ring gives me a little bonus. Yeah, I believe it's just a D4. Yep, D4. And then let me add... I am doing my Divine, so I will be doing a 1d6 plus 7 Radiant against him. I'm not sure if he's got stuff for that. I'll be doing my sneak attack, because I have advantage, and I will do... it's just a free thing when I deal sneak attack damage, my Whales of the Grave.
Mhm.
So him and one of the knights within 30 feet of him, so just the one closest on his left,
Okay.
will take 2d6 necrotic.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do I also have to factor in my... Wait, I just forgot my axe has a bunch of BS. Are they... they're not within 10 feet, they're just 5 feet out of range, the lucky fuckers. Are they... is he a follower of a god?
He is.
So I do my extra 46. I almost forgot about that. When finding a god or follower god, I have a chance to shatter. Okay, that'll come after. He doesn't have a shield, correct?
Correct.
so I don't get the shield thing. Gosh, I think it's the first time I'm properly using this axe. He doesn't... Does he still stand stronger than me? Because he has wronged me.
His strength is not higher than yours. He is a wizard.
Okay.
I know
I
it
wasn't
might
sure
shock you,
what
but-
that counted as.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, cool. So I believe this will be the damage, and then I have to roll the percentile to shatter his stuff once the damage is dealt. So double whatever this is. So that'll be what?
130 points of damage, which, and that is what kind? That is radiant.
All right, the 1d6 plus 7, so 10 of that is radiant. The 10 of that is necrotic, and then I believe, and then the 46 is psychic, but it bypasses immunity.
Okay. All right. You watch as the attack hits, and Michael kind of, as Sigrun slashes into him, growing larger and angrier. The blood-soaked splashing onto Michael himself as he kind of almost tries to back away from Sigrun's immediate charge at him. As the slash goes through, you watch as it cuts, but the wound almost heals immediately.
Cool. I will roll a 1d100 to see if I get less than 10 and shatter legendary or any non-legendary or higher rarity items. So just anything he has on. I guess anything he might have on him. 95. He is safe. I will roll the damage for my second attack.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Alright, it won't be as impressive as the last one, but it will still be a hefty chunk of damage. And then he is still a follower of God, so I get that 46 psychic again. And then none of the other fancy stuff. So then the second one will just be 40.
Okay.
And checking to see if there's any other special... Well...
Yeah.
Okay. It's just the knights and Michael, right? I don't have to roll that poison damage, radiation damage for any miscellaneous enemies, do I?
That's... No, so you just roll once in general, and that applies to everyone. It's within the range of it, I believe. You're talking about Uragium?
Yeah. It's, let me see what it says. When attuned, the user, when in a state of rage, does 3d10 poison damage to all those within 10 feet of the attune, acts as radiation, bypassing any poison immunity resistance. But if none of them are within 10 feet of me, then I just won't bother to roll.
They are all within, they are all within your 10 feet now, because if you're standing...
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought they were 15 feet away. Oh boy,
No,
let me roll
they're
this.
all within, technically...
Okay.
Yeah, standing next to them, you'd have them with all 10 feet of you, technically.
Oh boy, alright. So this is also bypasses immunity resistance. So let me just get 3 d10 out. I was not prepared for this.
I will say, Vormorn, as you watch this, or as you're watching this, you will notice Ticarius, as he notices Sigrun raging, it seems to kind of take a step backwards slightly.
I got a plan,
boy.
boy. Don't worry. We're not going to get closer for now.
Yeah, you're about to witness Sigrun explode with radiation, so I feel like you're about to know why he's a little skeptical.
Now maybe you'll know why Durali took the fuck off.
Yeah. Alright, first one. 9 plus 8, so 17 plus 7, so what? It's not 24. Is that 34?
It's 24.
Oh, it is 24. Okay, that's what I thought. 24 poison damage, bypassing all immunity or resistance.
Alright, as you watch as this green glowing light shoots out of Sigrun, it radiates, and you see each of the knights seem to get slightly sicker as one of them even starts to vomit as he opens his mask out, or up, his helmet, and it starts immediately vomiting up chunks. You see some of his hair starting to fall off of his helmet as he does so.
And I will, to end my turn as a free action, let out a more deep, guttural, bestial roar back at Michael of equal, if not greater, anger.
Okay. As you do so, the creature, Michael, seems to ignore the intimidation attempt, almost glaring with a strange hatred as his eyes glow blue. One of the knights is up. Seeing this, it is going to immediately turn to charge at you. Sigrun. Okay, so that's a nat 20 to confirm. That is not a confirm, because I rolled a 2. So it is just going to double the damage, unless you're crit immune.
I don't believe I am. I don't have any armor, and I don't believe the axe gives me crit immunity.
And
I am
just-
double checking
And just
though.
to confirm, does a 31 hit your AC?
Oh, wait a second.
Yes.
Yeah,
In your
31 does
defenses,
hit.
It should tell you if you're
What?
criminal.
Remind me what the Vorpal Mind does again on my axe.
It's a Vorpal.
Does that-
Basically, it works similar to a Vorpal Blade. If you look up Vorpal Mind as a spell, it's one of my spells
Yeah.
in D&D.
Is that, because I forgot when we talked, does that instantly behead whoever I hit?
If you manage to roll a crit on it, let me pull it up.
I critted on my first attack, technically, on Michael. I got 18, which is
He's
within my crit range. Okay.
No, he is not crit. Oh, yes.
Is he crit immune?
Let me look.
But I believe
I know
when it comes to the Vorpal stuff, if something I believe has like a legendary resistance or something, or legendary actions, it can't be beheaded.
No, it's
Um,
if the can't be beheaded for some reason.
I can't find the Vorpal Mind
yes,
spell,
here it
so I'm
is.
looking at
When a
Vorpal.
creature walks over it, they must make a dex save equal to the spell. So he would have had to make a dex save, otherwise it wouldn't have succeeded. So you'll have to remember that on your next turn.
Was
does the
it
axe say
a
about
dex
it?
save, or I was gonna say the axe? I thought, because I remember. Sorry to like derail this or drag this out, but I remember in VC when I first asked, it didn't have. Wolf said it didn't have a save. It was just a thing that happened on a crit, I think. But
yes, because
the axe
Wolf
just
was going.
okay.
As far as it goes, let me take a look. All right, we'll take.
I know on the axe it links the spell, so it just says what the spell is, but I wasn't sure how that actually
What's
works
your axe called?
mechanically.
Yeah, so give me-
Slayer's Revenge Exalted.
Yeah, I gotta look up the axe. I gotta look at everything. Give it a minute.
Yeah, because it says a simple glyph appears on the ground, but obviously it's not on the ground, it's on my axe, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they still roll a dex save or if it's just if I crit, they're fucked.
Give me a minute. I wasn't thinking we'd have to do this today.
Yeah, I completely forgot until I saw the little blip of text at the bottom, and I was like, oh fuck, I did just crit. I didn't think I'd do that so soon.
I believe it says
No,
you
so
can
it allows
cast
you. You
Vorpal
have to.
Mind on the
You have to
photograph.
cast it beforehand. That was the specific wording. That's why it says the
Okay.
legacy- yeah, under the legacy
So then it-
ability.
Okay, so then cast
So back to
it as a.
combat. Yes, you will
Alright,
have
cool.
to cast it as part of your action or your bonus action or action. All right,
Cool,
as
cool.
I was doing. Okay, so well, now I've lost where I was. Fuck, give me a minute. All right, okay, so
I got crit on by one of the knights.
Yep, give me a second. I don't have the dice for that. So that will be 8d8 worth of damage. As he strikes you, this is necrotic as his blade slashes across you. Dealing 37 points of necrotic damage. As you feel the
Alright.
blade seem to break apart and almost turn to a strange blackened wave coming through you.
Is
And-
that
yes.
divine or arcane necrotic?
It's just arcane necrotic.
Okay, cool. Was just checking.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And he is going to do that again. As we've got, he's got two more of those. That's another nat 20.
Warding
And
flare.
that's a 14. Wait, what's wording
Oh
flare?
my gosh.
I impose disadvantage on that attack roll for the nat 20.
Fuck you.
Thank
I
you,
rolled a
Key.
second 20, motherfucker. You want to come at me?
You gonna let me do it
Damn.
again? You gonna let me do it again?
Are you gonna waste another spell to do it?
It's not a spell.
No, you already burned your reaction.
Well, is
so you
it-
gotta
yeah,
wait
it's
till
a
your turn.
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a crit. And I'll roll to confirm yet again. Well, I didn't confirm, and that's another 3. Okay. I can't confirm tonight, but I'll take it. All right, we're going at it again as the blade comes through, slashing at Sigrun once again. He does not. He does not, surprisingly. You
Not
take
even a
30
higher dex. Damn.
No, you take 31 points of necrotic damage once again as the blade comes
Alright.
through, and for the third time, well, that's a 10. So 24 to hit.
24 does hit.
Damn. Okay.
I'm a very big target.
You are.
I hate to bring this up, but a holy aura, any creature that is or any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls
I hate
against
you.
the target.
Oh
Also-
wait, so does he had this?
You should have said that on the previous one, mate.
I would say,
Yeah,
Well,
you should have.
my ascendant in combat, everyone has disadvantage against them because of the fucking first spell I cast.
Well, I reckless,
Yeah.
but that cancels out the reckless. So if Key's thing adds another dis, I believe it would equal out to just a dis.
Yep.
It is a miss, and if they're a fiend
Oh my
or
gosh.
undead, they gotta make a con save.
They have to make a con save.
Yep.
What was it? Fey, fiend, or undead, or just Fey and undead?
Fiend or undead.
Oh, okay. Alright, then, yep. That is a 9 for the con save.
They fail. They're now blinded.
Until the spell ends.
So so double disadvantage. Okay, well. Okay, I've got, alright, I guess one more roll here. Okay, well, I didn't get lower than a 2. So, I assume, a 14 to hit does not hit you.
No,
Okay.
it would bounce right off.
1450, yeah. Alright. That ends its third turn. And it is going to, before it goes to the next person's turn, it's going to use its legendary action. I need a dex save from you, Sigrun.
Wonderful.
She
I'm
has
a
advantage.
big fan of dex. I get advantage from my barbarian stuff anyway.
Also,
All right,
oh no.
I could
and-
get higher than that. All
and
right,
how
so
far
that
away
would be.
from how far away is Sigrun from Vermorn?
20 feet.
Okay. Yeah, because I have the +3 on saves, but she's too far.
Okay.
That's fine. I got a 19 on my dex save. And wait, I get to add a D4 because of Lucius's.
You also have the advantage
and-
on saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah, for foresight, but I already have advantage. So 19 plus 3, 22 actually, in total. Gosh, so much stuff to think about, guys.
I hate you, Key. I had something planned for this. God damn it! Oh, don't do this to me. Thank God this is a save on your.
You know,
end.
DM, you were right when Caleb couldn't come session. You were right. We should have waited for him. You were absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way I was doing this without Key.
What'd you get for your dex save, Sigrun?
22 total.
You managed to succeed, so you'll only be taking half. Give me a second.
Wonderful.
So that is 20d6. Give it a second. The thing does not like to roll.
All good.
There we go. Alright, we're good.
I can only
okay.
imagine.
That is 37 points of fire damage that you take in total, Sigrun. It's halved for succeeding. As the Death Knight shoots out this bright orb of fire towards you, you watch as the others don't seem to be affected in the slightest.
So- I would take half of that's 19, right? Or is that already half?
No, that
Okay.
37 was the original half because of the save.
Oh, okay.
Because you succeeded the save.
Okay.
Yeah, the original
Alright,
roll
so 37 was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Alright, good to know.
Yes. Alright. Oh no. Oops, go back. Here, give me a second. I'm just pulling up something in the background. Alright. So as the Death Knight finishes up his turn, Key, you are up.
All right. So, while maintaining concentration on spell Holy Aura,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to free action Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn, So now I need each hostile creature within 30 feet of me to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Give me a second. All hostile or
All hostile.
damn you.
Man, I think that's even more than just the random fight. It's also all the other soldiers around us.
If they want to kill me, they have to make the save.
So for the knights at 25.
Mhm.
Michael, that is 20 in total.
So they both succeed, so they'll be taking half damage.
Okay.
They take 15 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to make it hit Michael.
Okay. Oh god. All
I'm
right.
rolling low. That's a 17 to hit.
17. He is going to reaction cast shield to make sure that doesn't hit.
So it can. Good to know.
No.
And
Oh, this makes my life so much better now.
Shut up. No.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that you used a reaction already.
you're
No.
welcome, guys.
Oh, thank God. This is going to be so awful for you.
I'm going to cast a new spell that I ended up getting for some reason. Eldritch Blast.
Well, didn't you use an action already, right?
No. Free action.
Yep.
Or
Channel Divinity was free, and then he did the bonus.
Oh, gotcha.
Bonus.
Channel Divinity, bonus action. All right, cool. I was just going through my head.
Yeah, you're fine. And I'm going to be hitting. You know what? Let's hit Michael 4 times.
Oh no.
'Cause I can
Okay.
do this 4 times. First one's a 19.
Misses.
The second one's an 18.
That misses.
The third one is at 22.
That hits.
And the last one is a 25.
I don't have any more reactions, so yeah, that hits.
All right. So he's going to be taking 7 force damage.
Okay.
And 8 force damage. As
Don't worry,
Keith-
Caleb. I got
What?
this.
I feel like at this level of combat, that's just an insult. Like, that's just...
You
Just
watch
enough to
as,
be
as
insulting.
it kind of smacks into him, and he just kind of looks angry at you.
He just makes a heart with her hands. And then points at him.
So Key's an anime girl. Understood.
Yes, actually.
An
Yeah.
anime turtle girl.
You just smacked him with your glove and fucking looked
Yeah,
at him.
exactly. That's all he just did to the poor guy.
All right, do you?
You
does
just
that end
like
your turn,
lightly
Keith?
bitch slapped him.
I'm not gonna move,
Okay.
so how about I'm gonna need the knight that has hit Sigrun
Mm-hmm.
to make a deck save from Fireball.
What's fireball? Fireball's 30 feet radius, right?
It's 20 feet, and I'm positioning it to enough to where it's not gonna hit Sigrun.
Then it'll hit you or Vormorn.
I can take it. I
Sure.
can fucking take it. Oh,
You
I
can
can
hit
take
them all
it.
if you center it on Michael as you look at them, because they're all. Yeah.
I'll center
Well,
it
say
on
I'm
Michael.
15 feet. I'm 15 feet away from Michael. So if you scooch it just like
No.
5 feet back,
Yeah.
I'm also immune to fire.
You are.
or 10 feet
Sigrun.
from Michael, whatever.
Uh,
I mean, if you want to try to hit the knight and hit Vermorn, that's cool. But I can take it.
You know what? I'll hit the knight and Vermorn. The knight needs to make a deck save. Save is 19.
Well, I got a 19, so that's a success.
All right. As just a fireball explodes.
Is that the
behind
same one that got blinded?
Oh, yeah, it's a disadvantage.
it. Yeah.
Fuck you, Hunter. Yeah, and it's I got a 14.
All right. So that's gonna be 29 damage.
All right. As you watch as the fireball explodes, Vormorn, Ticarius also is he else?
No, we're immune.
All right. The fireball
shoot.
explodes.
Oh,
Give me 1 second.
I will wash away your sins.
I just want to check something to confirm something.
I'm just making Vormorn look more intimidating.
What was the damage in total?
29 damage from the fireball.
And what was
If
the
my-
save?
The save was 19.
Bacon, you hear burns up screaming in utter pain behind Vormir.
Hold on a second. Let me take a look at
Pseudo-dragons are
Tycheris.
not immune to fire.
Well, because of Tycheris. The Nightmare can grant at least resistance to fire damage. Okay, just resistance. Yeah, it would still be enough.
Yeah, you watch it, you hear as the sounds of cooking and sizzling come from behind you, as your back is suddenly warm. As you turn, you just see the pseudo-dragon giving you a salute as his body slowly burns to embers.
Damn it, Key! You killed my pseudo-dragon!
Sorry, I'll bring it back.
The secondary, you see it only as Vormorn looks up at as a secondary, a little like invisible list for everyone else appears. First with beans, and it unlined crossed through it, and now Bacon's name crossed through it.
Well, Bacon can still be brought back. It's not permadead.
No, that's true.
I think Beans died in a much more permanent way.
He did.
Yeah.
All right. Does that end your turn, Key? Or you?
That ends my turn.
Yeah, you shoot off this
You
fire.
owe Bacon a drink. Bacon got crispy.
Bacon is now back in the ethereal plane. Oh no.
He's just watching from the ethereal.
Durali, as you are on your way, you see as you passes by you at the same speed or at the same time. Now leaving the continent at this point, you see a large armada of what looks like giant rock penises coming towards you. And you hear the loudest song of Freebird playing as this horde comes towards you.
Hey, I recognize those rock penises.
They go flying past as you just see a couple of them wave at you, all looking the same. Some having different little minor tweaks here and there, but all of them looking the same as Daka. As they go flying, you count almost 40 warships.
I want to.
God.
I'd like to cast Sending, like to the original Daka, because I personally
Okay.
know him. Just saying, give him hell, Daka.
As you do, Daka, give me two D100s and another two D100s and pick what happens on the 3.5 table. I want you to know that if you choose the if it's going to choose the the caster is going to be Durali.
Yeah. Do you have it pulled up? Actually, no, I think I have it favorited.
I
Hold on.
can pull it up in 2 seconds if you need it. You can go ahead and roll.
I have no regrets.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
What did I miss?
Don't worry about it.
Glory.
Durali's turn, so it's nothing Key would know about. All right, yeah, 2 D100s for the first one.
Of course. So, let's see what table we're gonna do. 86 or 1?
So spell or environment.
Let's do environmental.
Okay, 2 D100s.
So the sky.
4 or 62?
4. A permanent wild magic zone is created with the center where the intended spell should have taken effect. The radius of the zone is caster's casting level times 100. Or what was the second number?
62.
62. Plant growth speeds up in the area of the caster's caster level times 30 feet around the caster, and until the next full moon, each hour plants will grow as much as they would
More
have done in a
plants,
normal
you
year.
say?
That's-
At exceedingly increased rates?
That's just kind of funny.
That's an army.
More orcs being spawned is all I hear. Let's do that.
Okay, so Durali, all around you. What level is sending?
I believe it's... Well, didn't it say where the spell's intended to be?
Plant growth speeds up in the area of the caster's casting level around the caster.
Oh, around the caster. Well, you're gonna have a nice
Yeah,
garden
so,
with your ship.
Sending is 3rd level.
90 feet around you, so the entire ship begins to become more and more rough-shaped as the wood itself becomes more like tree-like and bark starts to grow upon it. Much of the magical effect starting to become more strained because of this.
Nature tree. Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, I just hit the deck and use Cavalcade and it turns back off.
But as this will continue on for until the next full moon, which is in 12 days, each hour plants will grow as much as they would have done in a normal year. So that means the entire ship is going to continue to do this
Yes.
every hour.
You're gonna have the druid
This is a magical effect, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
And it's technically a 3rd level effect because it took from my spell for range.
correct.
Cavalcade just turns the whole ability off.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But
And then it
as,
repairs the ship back to what it was.
Well, what's
as-
so you use sending? So what are you gonna say?
Oh, I already told you. I said give him hell, Daka.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll respond in kind of like I'll be worse.
the silence of Daka's voice as you hear this, almost mistaking it for some other creature as this goes through. You watch as the horde heads towards the massive battlefield, ending Durali's turn. The second knight standing right next to Michael is going to turn towards Sigrun and immediately cast Hold Person onto Sigrun. Sigrun, I need a wisdom save.
All right, you've got it. That doesn't count as like charmed, right? Hold person's just like a
It's
physical
paralyzed.
spell.
Yeah, it's paralyzed for the
That's
duration.
what I thought. All right. See that. Let me see if there's any other bonuses I get from my do. Action. 2. All right. So that would be 3 plus 3, 16 plus 1. It would be 17.
17. You all watch as Sigrun is suddenly paralyzed.
If I fail the save, I will use my fanatical focus to reroll.
Alright, let's see what you got.
I
So
believe
she's
you.
using like her divine rage field might to attempt to resist this.
Okay.
That rolled out of the box. That also rolled out of the box. Motherfucker! Behave. Alright, I just got 17 again.
Ouch.
unless
Yeah.
Vermorn's close enough to give me his +3 bonus, I think that's
I
Did you
believe
already
that
use
he
your
was
+4 this turn?
yeah, I already added it. I rolled 13 both times, even with
I believe
advantage.
with my aura, I believe it's 10 feet, but I'll double check for you.
It's definitely
is
taking
10 feet.
Paladin does go to 30 to like level 17 Paladin.
Yeah, it's 10 feet. I believe you're 15, 20 feet away from me.
Yeah, this doesn't count as prone. This is paralyzed.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything else then.
Okay.
So yeah, I would become paralyzed.
You are currently stuck. At the end of each of its turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw on a success. So, basically, on the end of your turn, you get to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can succeed. All right.
To do. All right, and then it doesn't end unless the creature dies. Correct.
Or he drops concentration.
Or loses concentration. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Who cast it on you?
One of the death
One
knights
of the
right
knights.
next to Michael.
Gotcha.
All right, and because of that, the Death Knight is not going to move and is going to strike you with its longsword. Well, that's it's a normal.
So I think it would disadvantage.
But because of the fact that you're paralyzed, it's an advantage. So that
But
evens
you
out.
also
Yeah, it
believe-
evens out.
You have disadvantage.
I
on two
believe
different-
it is a flat roll right now.
Well,
Wait.
advantage from
Foresight.
reckless, disadvantage from foresight, advantage from paralyzed, disadvantage from the holy aura. So it is even.
Foresight only
just-
works if the person's not paralyzed. I hate to tell you that.
Does it?
Because foresight is based on the person being able to move. Yeah, that's
For the
it's a-
duration, the target can't be surprised, has advantage on attack, ability succeeding the roll. Additionally,
you
other
have to
creatures
be able
have
to
disadvantage on
respond.
attack.
Yeah, you have to. It's the sense of you can see into the future and move your body out of the way of the attack. So foresight means you can't be paralyzed.
Well, it wouldn't matter because of the other bonuses. It comes out normal anyway, but good to
Yeah.
know, I guess.
So that. Here, let me. I didn't. Didn't
This
count
is one of the ones that isn't blind, right?
Yeah. Well, he is blinded still, so that's why.
Oh.
That was,
So then there's another disadvantage on
Yeah.
that.
So,
So
it is
yeah,
at
I think that
disadvantage.
cancels out the reckless then. So I think it's still
So
even,
20,
right?
21 to hit. At
Yeah, that hits.
at disadvantage. Okay.
I'm going to use protective bond.
Wait.
Oh, nice, Lucius.
Oh,
Oh, and you're gonna eat the damage. It's a crit, so this means that they're gonna be doubling their
a
dice.
crit
damage.
at disadvantage?
Yeah, because remember, your held person, paralyzed creatures, any attack that hits you counts as a crit. If it actually goes through
I
your
thought that was
AC.
prone.
No, it's paralyzed because paralyzed means. It
Oh,
technically
it
counts
is
as
a critical hit
incapacitated.
if the attack
Yep.
was within 5 feet. That's what I
Yep.
forgot. Yep.
So, you're gonna first can use its reaction to teleport to. Oh wait. A second bond creature
'cause that
within
means
30
it's not
feet of
hitting a
the
paralyzed
first can use its
creature.
reaction to teleport to an
Oh.
unoccupied space within 5 feet of the first creature. The second creature can then take all the. So you're gonna jump in and take all the damage, Lucius?
Yep.
Are you,
Okay.
are you sure?
But then at
You're
that
really
point,
one
would that mean that
homie.
it's not a crit?
No,
because
it's
it
still
isn't-
because
It-
technically
It counts as it already hit, though.
Yeah, it
Okay.
counts as a
Okay.
crit. So it means he's gonna take double.
All
the-
these goddamn effects.
All right, you're gonna take double the 8d8 necrotic. Whatever we roll here. 27 times 2 is 54 points of necrotic damage as he slashes into you.
Cool.
That is
Damn.
his first. He gets 2 more to hit Sigrun as
Well, it's
Lucius-
hitting me now.
Oh, is it only gonna hit you? Only from here? Takes all the damage instead. Okay, no, it only works for the first one. Wait,
Well, I teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of Sigrun, so it would have to attack one or the other.
yeah. And
Okay.
he's going to continue to attack Sigrun for the to
Cool.
get the prone. That's an 18 to hit. I rolled fucking shit.
That does hit.
Oh,
That was
thank-
very close.
Alright,
but it
so
does
it's-
hit. Again, I am a big intentional target.
Damn. I wish I didn't use my reaction, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, as you run, Shin, taking the first hit, trying to shield Sigrun, you watch as the slash goes through you, feeling that necrotic damage decaying away at you, Lucius. As you do so, you have Sentinel. Wait.
I already used my
Oh.
reaction,
Okay,
so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Sigrun.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have been able to use Sentinel far away anyway.
Well, I'm next to you now.
You take 84 points of necrotic damage as the
Oh.
creature slashes into you for the second time. And for the
Alright.
third, it's final one at disadvantage. Well, I don't think I can roll lower than a 3. Well, no, but I rolled a nat 20. I want you to know, fuck you, Key. So that is 3. That is in total a 14 or 15 to hit.
That misses.
Yep. As it comes back around with its blade, this time watching as Lucius manages to just knock it away as the blade is too slow. The knight seems to back off slightly, readying for your response. However, Michael is up and he is going to go ahead.
Michael's going again?
No, he's up. This is his first turn.
Oh, I thought he already went.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no,
he has
a
reaction.
He uses reaction. That's my bad.
Yeah. And he is going to cast. Okay. You watch as a 9th level spell expands around him and then dissipates immediately. You all feel a slight sickness come to you. I need everyone to make a con save.
All right. I am paralyzed. Doesn't affect my con
It
save,
does
so
not.
I'm
The 24 save.
golden.
Does 24? It does.
I rolled a 10.
That does not.
19 plus 30 total for my con
14,
save.
I added my d4.
That does not. Key, you also
Yeah.
failed.
Is it poisoned?
No, this is a disease.
Ah.
Oh, I'm immune to disease anyways.
Oh, okay. Sigrun, what'd you roll?
A 30.
Yeah.
30 total.
Yeah, you succeed.
And I didn't roll that. I didn't roll that high even. I'm a little disappointed.
Okay. So Key and Lucius, you begin to feel your brain begin to rot. You both lose 4 points of intelligence score permanently.
Whoa.
as you're now stuck with a spell called Mind Fire. You have, or a disease called Mind Fire. Every turn you have a con save that you have to make. Otherwise, this D4 will continue to be rolled at the end of your turn. And that ends Michael's turn. Lucius, you are up.
Cool. First thing, I'm going into my hybrid form,
Okay.
and so I know there's a Death Knight right in front of me. Where am I in with Michael?
Michael's technically 5 feet beside you, onto your left, yeah, because of where Sigrun was standing. Or no, he would be right in front of you because the Death Knight is off to your right because Sigrun came up to the yeah. So he's standing right in front of you, looking you eye to eye.
Cool. I'm going to start beating him with my bear paws.
Oh. You see a moment of hesitation as you look at him, turning into this half hybrid bear, standing in front of him, now towering over him. He looks up at you with concern in his eyes, but a slight arrogant smile.
I want you to know, based on what you've said, I don't think with my paws I can miss, but I like to keep it fun, so.
Well, his reaction's no. His shield's down right now. As far as
that's 14.
That just hits.
Oh, that's for the damage.
Wait. What's your to hit? Just out of curiosity.
Plus 23.
Oh yeah, you can't miss me. I can't even shield against that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's attack 2. I only rolled a 2, but it's still a 25.
Yeah, that hits. I can't fucking.
That is a. That's 11 more. This is magical. We'll go magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
I can pick between slashing and bludgeoning, so. Fuck it.
Okay.
That was one set of attacks. I rolled a 14 plus 23.
Okay. That hits.
Minimal damage for an 8.
Okay, yeah.
Nat 20 for a 43. I did not confirm.
Oh, that's okay.
So we will double the damage. That's 22. Still magical bludgeoning.
Okay, ouch.
And well, I bonus action to change form.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my turn.
You haven't moved. That was the only thing.
Yeah, well, I did 2
yeah,
attacks
yeah.
and then I did 2 more. So
yeah. As you start slapping and shredding into him left and right, angrily coming as the last fist goes right into his face. Claws scratching at his cheek. You watch his blood and teeth go flying. The cheek being torn open. You can see the inside of his gums slightly as he just glares up at you defiant. But you can start to see the break in the charade of his face.
And I would like to roar in his face as well.
Feel free. Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Is this Michael you're yelling at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He is going to roll against
Oh,
him.
and I get advantage from the Necklace of the Thorned One. Cool.
Okay.
That was a shitty roll, an 11.
As you roar in his face, you watch as the fear seems to almost dissipate behind the charade again under the mask, as he seems to cockily give his a little bit of a cocky eyebrow to you and tilt his head at you as he glares at you, just anger, as he can see, as if he knows what he's going to do next.
And then I need to what? Roll a con?
Yes. Yes. Constitution saving throw. Correct.
Well, I imagine I'm going even more brain dead. That was a 12.
Oof. Alright, let's see. That is 1 point of intelligence lost.
And now, is this permanently lost, or will he get it all back when the disease is cured?
From right now, all you know, you don't even know what disease this guy cast on him, or what
Fair.
the thing is, so you have no idea. If you can figure out the disease, what the disease is called, I'll let you roll a medicine check to see if you can find out, or an Arcana check.
Mind fire, as you told me.
Yes, but as you don't know that, one of the knights seeing what's going on and watching this. By the way, if you do drop below, I believe it's 6 intelligence, you can no longer form sentences.
I believe you can move feral.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. You won't be able to transform back to your human form. You will stay in your bear form.
Cool. So far, so good.
Yeah, just to kind of mention that.
Where are you at right now, Lucius?
I am at 11 right now.
Okay.
As you start to see Lucius is just kind of grabbing his head, almost like a headache slamming in, the worst migraine, a slight bloody nose starting to appear, Key looking in similar shape. Oh no, Key. As the knight seeing this is going to sing that Lucius is a problem and seeing a chance. He is going to run up and grab hold or jump onto Sigrun. He is going to grapple at disadvantage. Which
I believe my axe gives me a thing where I can't be grappled. Let me double check.
Well, I'd hope so, because I just got 2 net 20s in a row with this dice. I love this
Once per
dice.
day, you could choose to auto succeed any grapples checks and cannot be. And then I have a perma can't be knocked prone thing.
Alright.
So who's trying to grapple me again?
One of the knights.
knight?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already paralyzed. If he grapples me, what will that add?
Nothing, other than the fact that he's grappled you.
And then I'll just let it, because at that point, I don't want to waste it on him. He's not important enough.
You all watch as he gets his arms, like, underneath Sigrun's and, like, kind of
Oh wait, would I still roll or no?
You can roll if you want to resist it. You're gonna be at
I
disadvantage.
wasn't sure if
'cause
I could while
Actually,
paralyzed.
let me
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, because I thought it
no,
was
'cause grapple's a strength.
disadvantage.
So you
Oh,
automatically,
automatically
fail strength.
fails strength. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, then he just grapples me.
And you two are going to vanish as he casts, or he uses his sword and speaks a magical command from it, and it seems to cast a group banishment spell. As the two of you return to his home plane, you find yourself in Moors.
He just
However,
no save against the banishment, right?
No, because you can't, because you're a hold person. However, as you appear on the in Moors, suddenly the hold person spell will have canceled out as you end up there with this one death.
I thought was banishment a wisdom save or a charisma save for me?
Let me check.
I don't think paralyzed stops. I mean, if it does,
it is
that just
charisma.
is.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma.
Okay.
save.
I mean, I'm ass at charisma, so this is probably gonna end the same. But if I have a chance to make him waste the banishment spell, I want to make him waste it because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. So that's all right. Add the D4. I don't think I get anything for charisma save. Oh wait, advantage on. Oh, I do have advantage on charisma saves. Cool. Which I already had anyway. So again, nothing different. So that will be 22 minus 1, so 21.
You watch as the banishment spell goes off and he disappears. The hold person keeping hold. You all see as the man just vanishes in front of you.
So he grapples Sigrun, teleports himself, but she doesn't go with him.
Yep. As he
That's so
disappears,
fucking funny.
vanishing into the abyss, somewhere into Moors.
I'm still paralyzed,
you are
but
still a
Sigrun's
person.
laughing mentally.
As he finishes his turn, Vormorn, you are up.
All right, now, okay, good. Just to assist with Tycharis in not going near Sigrun, I'm gonna fly 90 feet up in the air above Michael.
Okay. Tycharis starts flying straight up.
When we're there, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And
Alright.
since this man is a magic caster, a wizard that you said, I get a plus 10 in addition to all my attack rolls,
Uh-huh.
which gives me a plus 24.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. You've got 10 plus my AC, and 4 plus my shield AC.
Except the crit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can
I
roll
do
a
want
crit.
a crit though, and because I'm also and I'm also gonna bonus action Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
So I get advantage on all my attacks on Michael.
Uh-huh.
Let me just
Oh no, I have a reaction ready just in case then. Oh no, that's gonna hurt.
let me use that Channel Divinity. All right. So I'm gonna roll 8 times total because I'm using both my actions since I'm not moving. All right. So I'm 90 feet in the air, and we're gonna get going. All right, not a crit.
Okay.
Not a crit.
Okay.
Not a crit.
Almost in that one.
Close, but not a crit.
And
Not a
lastly,
crit.
Oh, worth a shot.
All right, I'm gonna
I'm
just
not
do the next
liking
4.
see how many the Eldritch Blasts there are here. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Not a crit.
Okay. Can we now can we hold on a second? Now hold up. Now that's a lot of dice.
Not a crit.
I need you to stop rolling these. How many fucking blasts
Not
are
a
you
crit.
gonna shoot people there? Oh no!
And not a crit. You know, but we have 8 to roll against you. None of them crits.
This is gonna hurt.
This man just said, "All right, machine gun."
I'm just gonna roll 8 d10s.
He did. He cast machine gun in the background.
Let me just quickly. So it's 3 times.
Are you sure there's
8.
enough Eldritch Blasts?
No,
You want
I mean,
one
I
more?
was just rolling for crits. I believe that's enough. Actually, let me double check.
Fuck, that was a joke.
2,
That was a
3,
joke.
4,
Oh,
5,
no.
6, 7. Yeah, no, it was 8. It was 8.
Okay.
You're good.
You
Yeah, a
want
little
one more?
laser light show coming down from the sky above.
All right. Let's see how much damage we have today.
Fucking, Lucian be standing
So
here and then just has
42
light gleams
plus
down.
24,
Which is
so 66 damage from
Yep.
Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
So force. But you see, there's a fun thing that I have for my Eldritch Invocation
Mm-hmm.
as a warlock. So whenever I hit someone with an Eldritch Blast,
Mhm.
like a singular bullet, it actually comes to me by 10 feet. So I'm 90 feet in the air, 8 blast hit. Michael's getting sent 80 feet into the air.
Ah, the reverse juggler.
He's gonna, as he comes flying, as you watch, as one blast hits him, he rises up 10 feet in front of you, Lucius. Another blast hits him, and he starts to fly up another 10 feet, and it continues up as he's only 10 feet from you. He is going to go ahead. Man, let me see if I've got any good reactions here. Apologies, not meant to keep coughing. Shit. And he is going to cast Fly on himself as a reaction. Fuck you.
You can cast Fly as a reaction?
With the item he has, yes.
That's
fucking-
bullshit.
I was looking for Featherfall, but this'll work. Yeah, you watch as his wings sprout from his back.
Do I
and
get
he just
attack of
smiles
opportunity?
as he floats up in the air?
So he
I mean, he's
floats up
technically leaving
past
his
me.
range.
I mean, he's not moving of his own choice. Let me see something real quick, 'cause I don't remember. I've never had. Yeah, I can't say I can deny that that's not the case, but let me think here.
You know, so that's not the last thing I can do, because Tyker still gets his attacking
So
action.
by ruling, yes, and you do. Because apparently opportunity attacks occur when a hostile creature moves out of your reach without disengaging. So technically, he didn't disengage. That's on him.
Get him, Bastion.
Bastion gets an
Sorry, bro.
attack while he's
Sorry,
been...
Lucius.
Yeah, sorry, Lucius. Yeah.
So quite the roller coaster ride here. I rolled a nat 1, but did not confirm, so 24.
Fucking that hits. Okay. I should start new roll half damage if you
8.
roll that one.
8 magical bludgeoning.
Okay. As you just fight and smack him with your hands across the back as hard as you can, as he starts getting pulled up in the air from these lights that are just slamming into him. Sigrun only managing not to get a hit in because they're being held in person. The creature is now 80 feet in the air, 10 feet below you, or Vormorn.
Yes. So 10 feet below me, Tycheris is going to use his sulfur breath on Michael.
Oh.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Can we not? Okay, what's the save out of curiosity?
I mean, you'll know
What's the
when
D-
you save.
What's the
I'll tell
DC?
you.
Can I even make it as a question?
You probably can.
Well, that's a -2 for I rolled a 2, so
Oh, then yeah, no, it was a DC 16, so I mean you could have made it.
I could have if I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, go ahead.
So we're gonna be rolling. It says 4d6 fire damage.
Okay.
All right. So he's gonna take 12 fire damage.
All right.
But on top of
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. On top of that, it spends for a minute. What's it say? Retching and reeling for 1 minute.
Well. Okay. He starts coughing, and you watch as green fluids come shooting out of his nose. His body seems to slightly change every once in a while, like almost as if a spell that's binding his body right now is seeming to loosen. You start to see flabs of this weird greenish flesh that is really thin, and then flabby, and then thin once again. You start to see the bones appearing on the other arm. A crow-like head starting to appear through his onto his head.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of your turns, because at this you're kind of stuck just retching and reeling. Like that's all you'd be doing. But at the end of your turn, you can re-roll the save.
Okay. All right. As you watch as the fiery breath starts going over it, the smoke getting caught up in the creature's lungs, seeming to cause him to starting to lose focus on what he's trying to do.
And that's it.
All right. As you end your turn, Bacon in the distance, charred but firm. The last Death Knight seeing the liege above doing that is going to turn. He is going to take the emblem of Thief off of his chest, throw it on the ground, and immediately cast Dimension Door and leave.
Oh, he says fuck
Good
this.
idea.
Does anyone have counterspell?
I do actually have counterspell.
Do you want to stop him is the question.
Nah, I made
Does
that choice. I'd let him go.
Yeah, all right, we'll let him.
I
leave.
mean, Vormorn does want to kill him, but
That
That's
knight
fair.
vanishes. Not Michael, just the knight.
oh, the knight. I thought it was Michael.
No, just
Sorry. I
just the
misheard.
last night.
Oh, fuck that knight. He's not
Yeah.
worth it.
As he disappears, the one who didn't attack any of you and just took Keith's
He's
fucking
like,
blast,
you know,
he's
guys,
"No, I'm
I
done."
think I'm
He-
okay. I'm gonna
He
get out
was
of here.
scared. Keith failed that intimidation check Sigrun made
Well,
like
the
10
thing
minutes
is
ago.
that I
Yeah.
believe he can't be frightened, so he just looked at it and says, "You know what?
This isn't worth
I
it.
choose to live. He wasn't
I don't-
scared. He just is rational.
As he disappears, you hear and see off in the distance a large thing of rocks coming flying towards
That's
you.
what he saw."
A massive he managing to see this as well as Vormorn, who's up in the air. You see this horde of orcs that you can hear shouting, hollering, the excitement coming from them as start seeing little green droplets coming out of the sky all across the distant battlefield. And as the ship comes closer, it lands about 10 feet behind you. This large green painted phallic-shaped rock tower with an actual, instant fortress that has been attached on, like, a unicorn's horn that seems to have, come to a landing behind you. As Daka gets on the battlefield and seems to immediately start charging and raging and smacking people around left and right. As he does so, you also suddenly see in the or off on the side, about 20 feet from Daka, as what looks to be a little rip of a portal opens. The chaotic magic coming out of it as you watch fiends start flowing out of it. This large-looking drow in like pompous nobleman's adore and a large fiddle on his shoulder comes out, starting to play music as the fiends explode out into the field. A small dwarf wearing a large belt around his guts, or his very fit stomach, seems to come charging out into the field, smashing into things, roaring with excitement. And lastly, you notice as a small little green goblin, only for a moment, seems to disappear through it and into the crowd, charging as people start screaming. The sounds of what that sounds like chewing and biting, as people are screeching out that something's trying to eat them. As
Another 12 Lord arrives.
as this group goes charging off into the field, you see as Daka seems to come, or this one you recognize as Daka, well, not knowing Daka's name, having Drawley only having been the one who met him before. Key recognizing Daka almost immediately, along with the rest of the Monsters 5, minus Tiktok, who doesn't seem to be here. You see as Daka is heading towards you. And thus ends that. Back up to the top of the order. Sigrun, you are paralyzed still.
Yeah, I was gonna say the person's concentration hasn't broke yet.
Nope.
So I
you get to make
suppose
the save.
I can't speak or take actions or
Nope.
react. Wait, can I take bonus actions?
No, you're considered incapacitated, so basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was just hoping to cast Mortal Mind on my axe to get out of the way, but alright. So my turn's wasted. I roll
To wisdom
a
save.
wisdom saving throw with advantage. Well,
Key-
that was
She
shit.
screeches like a high-pitched girly scream in the background.
Oh my gosh. I'm definitely not succeeding on this shit. But I'll roll the 4 anyway. Now I got a 10.
No.
'Cause I rolled dog shit both times.
Yeah, as you try to break free, this spell does not seem to break loose. For those who wonder, did I learn anything from Baldur's Gate? Yes, Hold Person is a bitch of a spell to deal with if you are
I was gonna say, hold. I've never had a spellcaster with it, but I know it's a fucking.
it's my
bitch.
favorite spell now to use. Be afraid for any offensive casters. As you don't manage to break free, since you're not moving, I'll give you a second save. Just
Okay,
because,
thank
why
you.
not? I'll probably have to make that an
You know what?
official
I'm gonna
roll for
stop
25.
rolling that d20 because that d20 keeps fucking me on these wisdom saves. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. I guess that's better than better than it could have been, but not as good as I thought. 16, which I don't believe succeeds.
No, it does not. You tried, and yet the spell still keeps you held. As you end your turn, the knight turns to you, smiling, sensing you trying to break free from it. And he is going to
My
go
mind.
ahead and smack the shit out of
Why couldn't the axe have given me a +1 to wisdom?
He could have a brain disease right now, like the Lucius and Key do. You know.
That wouldn't do anything. It would not change.
Oh, I'm still at
Not
disadvantage.
changed.
Hold up, wait. I'm still at disadvantage because
Yeah.
of Key. Fuck you, Key. I rolled an
You're
18, Key, and then I rolled a 2. I hate you so much. It's a 13, or fucking 15 to
Nope.
hit. Or 14 to hit.
No.
goddamn. Ah,
He smirks at me and then somehow misses a still target.
fucking goddamn, I hate this. I'm rolling 20s almost every fucking roll, and then I roll like an 8. So that
Sigrun-
is...
Sigrun is so paralyzed that her fur is rock hard. The
Oh,
weapon is
it's just
bouncing
her
off.
pure,
That's
tough
19 to
scrofe
hit. I can't
hide.
do math right now, I
That-
swear. 19 to
What was
hit.
it to hit? That hits.
That hit?
No.
Finally!
Yeah, I don't have great AC. My
Alright.
know,
AC's always been dog shit.
I could make another disadvantage with a warding flare.
You gotta do it before I roll
listen.
damage. Now's your chance.
You know
He
what?
has
Yeah,
like double. He has like double disadvantage
Okay.
already, I think.
Fuck you, I rolled the same thing!
Damn it.
Alright, I can hit something. Oh, finally. No, this is fully fair. you take 41 points of necrotic damage as the blade slashes into you on the second hit. As he reels back for the third. I hate you, Key.
Did you not one?
No, 20 to hit?
Yeah, the 20 hits.
Yes!
The 19
I'm
hit.
going to use Blood Curse of the Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
Uh-huh.
Let me find my D10.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. Let me.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I lost to the last tank. Give me a shot here. Come on, guys.
Never.
You already gotten some
take
hits in on me.
one off of the attack roll.
One off, so 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. My only luck today, as you.
I tell you
try-
guys, I am meant to be hit. I am built to hit. I'm just built to survive it.
That's true. That will be a total of 24 necrotic. Wow, I rolled absolute dog
Is that
shit.
with the crit?
Yeah, that's with the crit, by the way.
Damn, buddy, that's rough shit.
Yeah, rolling the dice has its disadvantage. As the knight seems to almost smile down at you, maintaining, and then it's gonna roll for its concentration. It succeeds. Is it all?
Wait, at the start of my turn, does it take the radiant damage that I passively give out?
Oh,
'Cause it's, I believe on each of my turns.
Poison damage?
My radiation, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't affect if I'm paralyzed.
That is every turn you're enraged.
Oh, can I roll that to see if that'll make his con drop?
Yeah, that's fair.
And then anyone else who's close enough to me? Okay, so that's...
Oh no, that means that Lucius has to make the save too.
Oh, Lucius, buddy, I'm so sorry. I told everyone to stay away.
What
Out of
kind of damage
character.
is it?
It's poison but ignores immunities.
It's radiation poisoning, is what you're
16
getting.
plus 4, so it's 20 damage. I don't know
And
what
it's
his
a con
DC is for his
save?
con save. Just for his concentration save
Oh yeah.
for the
no, it's gonna be
spell.
for
The one who's
concentration.
holding me.
How much
Yeah.
was it?
20.
Fuck yeah.
I rolled pretty
Well,
good.
you know, it's funny because
actually.
even if I roll, I can't get high enough.
Really?
If I'm doing my math right, yeah, no. You watch as the hold person breaks.
Oh my
What's
gosh.
the con save for the radiation damage? Go ahead and he has to roll.
There
it.
isn't. It
Oh,
just
yeah, it's auto
just happens
That's
if they're
right.
within 10 feet of me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so it's-
Lucius.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's just.
Wait, can I use the bond thing
Wait,
to
what's
take it
what's
for
the-
him?
What's the distance?
It's 10 feet.
It's 10 feet. Okay, so it doesn't hit him.
Within 10 feet. Can I use Emboldening Bond as a reaction to like take, or Protective Bond, whatever it is, to take the damage he would have taken? I don't know if I can because
sorry?
I'm already next to him.
No, because
I'm fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole person
Okay.
spell would just have broken. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're a real one, Lucius.
I'm
but
not
fuck
even at
yeah.
the point where I start healing myself yet.
Okay, cool.
Well, that's fair. As he ends his turn, Michael is going to. Oh well, he can't actually because he already burned that. So never mind.
Be afraid.
Key,
Be very afraid.
Seeing your heroes, seeing the people you are a fan of appearing like fucking Avengers out of nowhere, as they force themselves onto the battlefield. What would you like to do as you see what's going on around you?
All right. How far is Lucius from?
20 feet in front of you, technically. Or sorry, 15 feet in front of you. I can't do math.
Well, then I'm going to, with the Staff of Healing, I'm going to sacrifice 2 charges. And Sigrun is no longer paralyzed because lesser restoration.
I broke
Concentration.
Already did that. Oh.
realization.
Yeah, you broke the concentration already. I couldn't do anything about it.
What is wrong with my website? What's going on?
I don't know.
I do not know.
My page just refreshed for some reason.
You're
What's
good.
going on?
Yeah, save your charges. I'm no longer a held person.
Well, get
But no, about Bastion's disease.
Lucius and Key's disease?
so.
Yes, Lucius, not Bastion. That's how
I
silly.
can-
Bastion's on the other side of the field.
I will then. You know what? Instead of doing that, I'll touch my shoulder and
Mhm.
cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
I'm no longer diseased.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
that's my
Lucius, man. No.
The question is, does he get his intelligence back?
It does not.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool. I'm stuck at a 9.
Oh my gosh, you're at my intelligence?
Yep. And I'm trying to because in order to cast a spell I have to touch, and I can't get to Lucius and touch him and be able to cast it because I have to use my movement to do so.
You already used an action because you can't
Yep,
hold
and
that other action.
And I only have one action per.
And your Staff of Healing can't range cast Restoration. No?
It can't do Greater Restoration.
And Greater Restoration is what cures his disease, not lesser?
Mm-hmm.
Lesser only does paralysis.
Conditions.
It does conditions. It doesn't do disease specifically like these diseases. So
I see.
Greater
So.
Restoration is the disease or anti-disease spell that you have to have.
Lesser Restoration does cure disease.
I don't believe it does.
It does. That's the first thing it says.
Oh wait, it does?
Yeah.
You touch a creature and either one disease or one condition afflicting it.
Bro, I could
Oh.
have saved.
Condition.
What?
Disease.
One
Yeah, but the
disease
first thing it
or
says
condition.
is one disease or condition. So it does do disease.
There you go.
I could have saved my spell slot. That's cool. 2 charges go to.
Why didn't you read?
I did, and it didn't say diseases, but I read.
As of from 9 intelligence.
I do have.
Caleb, you
I-
didn't read because the first thing it says is disease. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, 2 charges. Lucius loses that brain rot.
Okay. You watch as the wand glows for a moment, and Lucius, you feel your brain calming. Slightly dumber than you were, as if you've forgotten a few things, but you realize that year of arithmetic probably wasn't important.
Wait, so has Lucius lost a total of 5 intelligence points?
No, Lucius, how many intelligence points did you just lose?
I lost 5.
Wow. So, and if you're at 11, you were pretty decent. You were pretty up there.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check something because.
You are slightly smarter than me.
All right, Key, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Actually, I would have my intelligence back as Greater Restoration. Any reduction to one's target ability scores is removed.
There you go. So you gain your 5 points back.
Damn! But then you
Sick.
did use that spell slot.
Yeah.
Lucius
I'm-
is still dumber than normal, but that's fine.
And so, free action. I'm gonna need Constitution saving throws from every hostile enemy within 30 feet.
Oh,
One.
well, Michael's flying in the air 80 feet above you,
Yeah.
so
Until I clip his wings, at least.
if he
This
doesn't
age is
do
about to fucking fall.
if he doesn't do it to you first, con
Well, he
save?
also is coughing and retching.
That is. Oh wait, disadvantage. Okay. 23.
That succeeds. They take half the damage of this.
All right. Let's see
Uh,
if it rolls. There we go. 32. So halved is 16.
all right. And
And what type of damage is that? Oh, it's radiant. Okay.
radiant. No.
Yeah, you
Bonus
watch
action.
as the glowing light explodes out you towards the creatures. Go ahead.
Bonus action. I'm gonna attack with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'm going to be hitting the knight closest to Sigrun that was smirking at her.
Okay.
That's a 23.
23 does not hit as he's going to reaction shield.
Okay. That does. Alright, well, that's going to be my turn.
Okay, as you end your turn, Durali, you continue on your merry way. Daka is going to charge forth. He is going to stop in the middle of the battlefield right behind you as he grabs hold of what you see as a dwarf that seems to try and come at him with a hammer. Grab him by the neck and holding him out as the dwarf is swinging at him, and you can see it looks like he's like Daka's looking off at something. Sigrun, you suddenly hear in your head a voice go, "I can help you if you will just agree to what the big green one says. Agree to what Daka offers you, and I can be of more help to your people and what you're doing." How do you respond?
Who's saying that?
You just suddenly hear a voice coming into your head out of nowhere. You recognize it similar to the spirit from earlier that has inhabited your axe.
Oh, Zilpip. I hear Zilpip's voice in my head.
Correct. Yes.
What? So repeat again. He says, "If I listen to what the big green one says, I will
I'll be
better
able to
help
better
with
help
your
you.
goal."
Yeah.
So I guess in my rage state, I hear that,
Yes.
and Sigrun replies, brain fogged by bloodlust and extra angry that she was held and kept from attacking once Michael's dead. And that's her reply.
Okay.
She probably doesn't even care if she verbally responds, but if it's only mentally, then it'll be only mentally.
Okay. Alright. Thus, Daka is going to turn back and run back towards his wog. The knight is up. He is seeing Lucius, seeing Sigrun, thinking Lucius is an actual threat to them now. He is going to turn. No, you did not. You will if he casts Greater Restoration on you. He casts Lesser Restoration just to stop the spell, so you don't have to make the save anymore. Alright.
Gotcha.
The knight is going to swing. That is an 18 to hit Lucius.
No.
Fuck.
Already a disadvantage.
Yeah, that was at disadvantage.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I did 2 less than that, so I have to get oh god, I have to roll high to hit you. I just saw your AC. Alright, well, on the third one, I hate your disadvantage, and I have no way to get rid of it. I fucking 18. Alright.
Damn.
As the Death Knight swings one after another, you watch as Lucius, with ease of experience on the battlefield in his half-bear form, like a monk, slightly pushing the hand away as the longsword comes piercing at him, shoving it to the side each time. Very Mr. Miyagi style of wax on, wax off, if you will, for those who are old enough to get that reference.
Yep.
As that ends the Death Knight's turn, because it can't do anything else, Michael is up. He is going to look up at Vormorn.
Also coughing and retching.
Fuck. Yep. Alright. This will be a disadvantage.
Does everyone have cancer?
And also still in the smoke. The thick sulfur smoke.
As he tries to cast, as it's a verbal spell, he starts coughing again, and he fails to get the spell out, and as he's gonna try again. Man, I rolled a 20 and then a 1. Fuck you, goddammit. Yeah, again, trying to get the spell out, he cannot. He is going to turn and move away. He is going to...
10 feet away?
Because he's 10 feet from you. Yeah, he's 10 feet from you.
So
right now.
he would. Tycharis has can attack 10 feet away from him. So that would.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so
attack.
Tycharis will get his opportunity attack.
I also have a 15-foot reach if he's moving
80
in and
feet
out
in
of
the
that.
air.
He's 80 feet.
I don't know. I was just hoping he was ducking down while he
No.
went.
No, so it's gonna just be a bite because his hooves can't reach.
Big stretch.
Let's see.
Tycharis'
here.
his
So-
neck going, extending down to take a chunk out of him.
I know, right? Isn't it great? And it's just gone. Let's see. So it's a plus 9.
He's just got really long horse legs, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hit.
No. As
That's-
he
yeah, that'd be a 12.
he starts to fly away, he is going to go the full distance of his flight spell.
How far away is that?
He is going to go 60 feet.
Oh, I'll bring him back.
And interesting. I don't have a bonus action because this guy has all his spells are fucking disease-based, motherfucker. God damn it, I got nothing to get away from you.
Oh, you ain't running away from me. You've got penance to serve.
He is going to end his turn and is going to immediately activate one of his reactions and that. All right, Lucius, you are up.
Oh boy.
You see Death Knight. You see three Death Knights around you. Two Death Knights around you. The two that are standing currently in front of you, and then the somewhat weakened Michael flying away in the distance.
Oh wait, fly isn't concentration, right?
Correct.
Okay, just double checking, because I don't know.
At least I don't believe so. Let me double. I will confirm.
Fly is concentration. That's why I didn't cast it earlier.
The pocket DM comes in and pops up again.
No, I've been here. I'm just muted if I don't have anything to say.
I say in the background, you got the easiest job for the day.
Oh. How far is Michael from me right now?
A total of 80 feet above you, and so diagonally he is 80 feet from you.
If you hit him with
All right.
range, you might be able to stop his concentration on flying.
I am going to cast Dispel Magic.
No
Oh
need to
my
tell-
god!
Get him!
Oh no,
Get him.
he used
Oh
his
my
reaction
God.
for something else because I was expecting a different thing.
Yeah.
He's like 80 feet up.
80 feet in the air!
In flying, I believe when it comes to falling, it's an instant 500-foot drop if you don't have anything to slow you.
And he's doing it 3rd level, he doesn't because his fly
He's
was
just gonna slam into the ground immediately.
and he saved his concentration. Fuck for the other thing. Oh no!
Get him!
Oh!
So you said the spell
Oh!
level is a 3?
Yeah. So Lucius, as you cast out, you watch as like a pigeon being shot out of the sky. A bolt of energy goes flying out of your hand. The wings shrivel up, and like almost a cartoon, as if he's expecting it to keep moving. He stands there for a moment and then starts to descend as he screams out in terror. It comes flying down, and a loud squish is heard a few feet into the opposing army. From your vantage point, Vormorn, you watch as the body lands onto what looks to be a small, like, young elf, and you watch as a nasty crack and some minor blood comes plopping out of the little impact area.
Very nice.
Michael,
Is he dead, or?
Michael is dead.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
where
Question.
Bastion is, but if he's nearby, he would like the soul to roll.
No, I'm curious because who would have been confirmed as the kill? Is it really no one because he fell to his death?
You'll
well,
never know.
Lucius
Because
is the one who...
because remember I have a soul stone.
Are you gonna try and steal this soul?
It's close to me and I would like it.
Okay, give me a d20 roll.
Oh, that's a 5.
You watch as the soul goes deeper into the crowd and dissipates somewhere else.
Damn.
But Lucius, as
What?
you watch this happen,
More souls. later.
Vormorn turning and like pulls out a soul stone or the item, hoping to grab hold of the soul. For a moment, you feel the satisfying sound of death in the distance. Seeing nothing but the knights standing there, they look like they're hesitating. Both of them already looking badly beaten.
I don't
wonder
know
if
if they've
anything's
ever
like
heard
going to fly.
a bear laugh, but they are looking at this bear just chuckling. And I didn't move, so I get 2 more attacks.
I
I'm
imagine
going
it
to
sounds like-
slam down on the one in front of me.
I imagine the bear laughing is like a mixture of like a huffing and a growling.
Yeah, so
going
like, I guess like growl huff, yeah, like similar to a dog.
You know,
So 35.
Holy shit, yeah, that hits.
Oh my god.
So that's 11 magical bludgeoning for the first
Rod.
attack.
Okay.
Robert, I have a request for the second thing, cold shot backhand. It's a bear pimp slap.
Okay.
You know what? Sure.
the bear pimp slap.
That's at disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Okay. That is a 36.
Yeah, that hits. Fucking goddamn.
Okay. That is 9 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I can do it again. So this time, it's gonna come down with slashing, magical
Alright.
slashing. If I hit,
Okay, let's see.
so it's a 24. I rolled a nat for 1 and did not confirm.
That still hits.
Okay.
This one doesn't have his AC boosted, so because I assume
So
you were
that's
hitting the one that didn't
8
have
magical
shield on.
slashing.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. As you start, I believe this is your just your hands, correct? Your paws.
The bear paws
Just
with the gloves.
slashing into it as you laugh at this knight. It horrendously screams out in fear as you're doing this. But you continue slashing at the creature. It screeches out. The pain, blood, and flesh getting torn away. The metal armor seeming to crack under the sharpened nails or claws of Lucius as he just manages to tear through the plate easily. As you end your turn.
Did the bear backhand intimidate the other guy?
You do notice both of them look to be weak at the knees as you just manage to backhand the Death Knight, clawing across his face, a nice deep scratch that he's forever gonna have a scar of if he lives through this. But they look to both be looking like they're scared now.
Good.
As you finish your turn, kind of with a slight grin on your face, knowing what you've done, Vormorn up in the sky, having watched all this, you are up, buddy.
I would like just to ask, those Death Knights, do they just ever so happen to have any classes into Warlock, Sorcerer, Wizard, or Bard?
They are magic casters, so yes, to answer your question.
Excellent. I just wanted to make sure I got my +10 on them. All right. So I'm going to, with Tycheris is going to descend the 90 feet, as although it was fun to launch that man in the air, I want to get my spine of the unjust want some use. So yeah, we're going to descend the 90 feet back to the ground near the Death Knights.
Okay. Joining back up with Sigrun and Lucius as the two of them smack. You'll have advantage because you are at this point now flanking.
Oh, and I also had advantage because I'm also on Tycheris.
There you go.
But, you know,
That's also
that's
fair.
fine. So, we are going to, with advantage, does a 42 hit?
Yeah, yes it does.
Okay.
I don't think you can't miss.
It's all for the sake of.
Yeah, that's fair. But go ahead and roll your damage as you start whipping these Death Knights.
Okay.
Ooh,
18 damage.
Okay.
For the second one.
You can roll the crit, if you need to.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm rolling for crits.
Yeah, that hits. Yep, go ahead. Oh, this
19.
Alright. Just beaten up by a bear, now being whipped in the back by a madman on a horse.
This time, I'm going... No, I'll just do regular. I'll do the last one special, though.
Let's say you're gonna lucky
I don't
No, I
imagine
can't
in
do
the
lucky.
long run it's going to matter, but also keep a note if they're evil aligned that the bear has haunted their nightmares forever now.
Neither of these knights are evil aligned.
Huh. Well, they're still
However,
gonna die,
Michael's
so I guess it
dead,
doesn't matter.
so I don't think he's gonna have to worry about his nightmares anymore.
I mean, the Death Knights won't either by the end of it.
Oh,
He might still have them in hell.
you fair.
Alright, so that was 17 damage. And as for the last one...
Let's see what you got.
20... Actually, hold on. I need to double check something, because I've just remembered... I have advantage on 17s to hit and above. I just want to double check it all.
Oh shit, let's see.
No, none of my rolls were actually 17 or above.
Nope. Yep.
Okay, but so for damage in this last one, I'm actually going to drop a Divine Smite on him.
Okay.
So let me find a Divine Smite.
The blood coming out, coughs out, like seeping out of his mouth at this point. The armor torn to shreds, punctured by bear wounds, claw marks from a backhand, being lashed out with whip marks all across his back. Blood everywhere. This Death Knight looks like he's in horrendous shape. Go
Definitely
ahead.
doing it at the second level, that's
Alright.
for sure. And I believe that makes it, what, an additional 2d8? Let me see. Wait, 2d8 and an extra for each, so it's actually 3d8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every level up is a single D8.
Yes, of course. So, from the spine itself, 16.
Mhm.
And as for the 3d8 Divine Smite, 12.
You watch as you almost like a hatred glows in your eyes. This knight turns to look at you with like a fear as you feel the darkness erupt around you between the two of you, searching his mind to see if you see any bodies. Almost naturally, as you stare into his eyes, you see this man was a loving father who got sold into slavery, forced to serve as a knight to protect his son. And he was ordered out onto this battlefield as a last thing to protect his family and save the House of Michael because of that. As you cut him down, the smite burning his body, and the last thing you see is a smile on his face, tears down his eyes, begging you to keep his son safe. As the body burns
I
away.
sure will, and unfortunately for this man, because of the Spine of Unjust killed him, his soul is eviscerated.
You watch as the body dissipates into almost an ash. Key, normally where you can see on occasion the spirits of good souls going off into paradise, you watch as this body, nothing leaves it. It just seems to dissipate into ash.
I'll remember his son's face. I will protect him as much as I can. That much I will honor.
The other Death Knight looks over at you and just, looks like he's ready to throw his shit on the ground and leave.
He's like, oh, listen, I didn't know my soul was going to get eviscerated. Hold on.
Do you want to do anything else for Morn?
Let me see. What can I do as a bonus action? No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Actually, would you allow me to stealth and just disappear from this guy's eyes?
You can, but if you have anything that's magically enhancing your stealth, he will be able to see you.
No.
Okay, then yeah, feel free.
I have a plus 27 in my stealth check.
Aren't you using a magic dagger to buff your stealth?
You know what? You're right.
That's like
You're
where 20 of your stealth comes from.
That is where 20 of it comes from. Never mind then. I've completely forgotten.
Okay.
Thank you, Chaston.
So are you still playing to stealth or no?
No,
Okay.
I'll just have Tykaris send us into the ethereal plane.
Okay. As you step into the plane, almost disappearing
Just
from
smoke.
everyone's eyes. Yeah.
Now he just sees me in the ethereal plane and I'm coming for him.
As for a moment, the Grim Reaper mentality as this creature looks on, you see as Daka comes running out, Sigrun comes right up behind you and holds in his hands a fully grown copy of himself, barely, almost completely naked. And just
For
looks at
you?
you. Yeah. And as
What?
he shoves it into your hand as he says this and turns and runs off, charging and yelling into the battlefield.
You were told to agree with whatever he said. He said for you and gave you a naked copy.
So wait, he gave me a an almost full copy of himself.
And as you watch as he does so, you suddenly see
I'm enraged.
the eyes start to glow in the body. One goes purple, one goes orange, and it seems to stand up. And you see the long white hair come out of it, a little like white goatee, and then clothes appear around it with like wizard robes and a staff. As the Daka just kind of looks at you and goes, "I think I can get his accent corrected, but it's quite hard to maintain control. I will be right back." And he kind of waves his hand
What is-
staff, and he disappears immediately.
What does that voice sound? Does the voice
And
sound
you
like
hear-
Daka's or?
You hear Daka mixed with like almost like a Daka's deeper accent, almost like a proper accent, proper way of speaking to it.
No, Sigrun has just a person who then stands up, becomes a wizard, and fucks off while in a rage-induced state. So she's like barely processing any of this.
You also watch as your axe.
She just nods her head.
Starts to like the glow in it starts to go dull, and the soul stone seems to completely go dull. The item's still
Yeah.
active in the same way, but the soul running off. You watch.
I knew it. Knew that was Silpip.
You watch as the Daka goes charging towards the Capitol building, grabbing Key. Key, make a strength save.
Damn. So, I still have all my abilities, correct?
Yes.
Would Key even resist Daka?
A wizard Daka.
Key, you are picked up by Daka, and you are dragged, or this like wizard-looking Daka, and suddenly charging into the city, back towards where you feel your husband, in the distance, as you go with this the Monsters 5, one of the leaders. The two of you go for running off. As that happens, Sigrun, your rage still encompassed watching all of this. It turns to your turn. One Death Knight still standing, looking like he is ready to wet himself. The other eviscerated before your eyes.
Is this the one that held me?
Yes.
Is this the held person
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it
She just hears the slow, deliberate cracking of Sigrun's neck and shoulders and knuckles as she stares down at this puny little knight. And she doesn't even say anything. She just makes direct eye contact. As she, if I cast the Vorpal Mine on my axe, how long does it last?
Vorpal Mine,
Just
lasts-
curious.
Let me pull it up. I believe it's until Dispelled.
Till dispelled or triggered.
Yeah, because that was the
So
whole,
does it mean
that was
if-
the whole thing with what Piplas did you lot. Yep.
Okay, so then if it triggers on this next one, it will be used up. So she will save it. So yeah, she just cracks her knuckles and makes direct eye contact as she just heaves her axe. I will be recklessing for advantage, unless I already have advantage on my attack from something. I don't think I do. I think it's just saves.
You do, because you're flanking.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, so then advantage. Let's see what I get. Oh, well that's a crit already. Not a 20, just like a damage crit.
Alright.
Second attack. That's another crit. That's a 20.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a 19 after that 20. That was real fucking close. And I'm not moving, because there's no other enemies, like, really within sight, right?
Yes, this is, well, there's an army around you. There's two armies clashing with each
How
other.
How far away was that other heli noble? If I recall.
Last you saw him, he was only about 20 feet in front of where Michael was at.
Oh.
But he was
Okay.
heading towards Michael, so he should have
I
been
will
here
leave.
by now.
Yeah, I will leave it at just the 2 attacks, because I'll probably want to use my
Okay.
movement, and I'll just double whatever I roll for both of them for my 2 crits. D4 plus. God, there's so many bonuses. Oh wait, I have a +3 instead of a +2 now whenever I rage. I've been factoring 1 damage short.
Oh no.
Oh no, my amazing epic rolls. Yeah. Oh, yep, I do get sneak attacks with advantage, so I've got to add that. There's no point doing my whispers, because he's the only dumb bitch around me. Everyone else was smart enough to know to run. Is he a follower of a god?
He is wearing one of Thief's amulets around him.
46 as well. I'll have to see if I break his stuff as well then. First attack! What is 67 doubled? That's
134.
134 damage. Here's my second 1, and then I can roll the item things after.
Yeah, go ahead.
Plus the 1d4, and then I don't get the other bonuses. I get the plus.
Yeah.
I get the psychic. 46. So this doubled.
Okay, so 84.
Yep. And then... Oh, wait, I have the radiant as well. Lucius, are you still within 10 feet of me?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh, buddy. I'm sorry. I cannot toggle this.
So is
This
Vormorn and
just
Tycharis, by the way.
Oh no, guys. Okay, it's only 7. I got 2 1s. It's only 7. You're okay.
7 poison that goes through. Well, no, because Vormorn's
right.
in the ethereal plane, so he wouldn't be affected.
Okay, good. And then I get to roll the D100 twice, and if it's I think it's a 10 or under, or is it just under?
You should say on the ability. Yeah.
I
Yep,
just
I'm
go,
double checking.
Sigrun, I think you need to visit another bathhouse soon.
Less than 10.
Feeling slightly sicker being there.
I am getting the best D100 rolls I've ever gotten in my life. Oh my gosh. Okay, so none of his items break, but I do just beat the shit out of him.
In a heaping rage, you watch Vormorn and Lucius seeing this. You watch as Sigrun slices into the Death Knight, who looks to be ready to surrender, cowering, but Sigrun, in just bloody anger, letting out a guttural growl, starts slashing. The first slash you watch as it completely kills the Death Knight. Sigrun slashing again and beating into the creature until it's nothing but a pulp of matter, nothing left of the creature below you. Sigrun covered in viscera, angry, panting, and just puffing out air at this point.
What?
Sigrun, as the rage clears slightly, you see the pulp of mesh where a man once stood.
As Sigrun rage clears, she catches her breath, and some of that feralness fades. But what takes its place is just an intense, ferocity, a determination, and she will reach in. I'm gonna do it as a free thing, but if you make me do this as a bonus action, I still will. She's gonna reach in to grab whatever organ's closest. She's just going for some intestines, loop it around her neck like a fucking necklace, and I'm going to move towards where I saw my next target.
Okay, as you do so, putting this
He is
on,
now my next trophy.
you rush over, grabbing what looks to be a chunk of something, and as the rest of you watch Sigrun, not even really paying attention, you see Sigrun has grabbed what looks to be a piece of the guy's lower, stomach and leg that seems to just be fleshy enough to hang around, with the leg being a weird amulet, disturbed amulet that's swaying from side to side on Sigrun's neck. As Sigrun pushes through the enemies, Sigrun, you go where you expect, and you see Bastion standing on top of the Heli King himself, or the Heli leader himself. His head in Bastion's hand, a strange warforged, tiefling-looking female holding another head on a pike. What looks to be some sort of, or another member of one of the noble houses, too beat up to discern at this point as you look on. The battle continuing on around you, though.
Alright, so then he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any other Heli nobles or anyone who would clock in Sigrun's
Heli all around
rage
you,
as her target?
You see Heli all
Just
around
soldiers?
you. Yeah, many with many wearing the same marks of either Kedliz or Thief.
Alright. It says I can use my bonus action to make an additional attack against a different creature within rage. I don't know if you would allow that, because I moved to just whack whoever's closest to me.
Oh, I'm gonna I'm
cool.
gonna leave it to flavor here from here on, so don't worry.
I just assume she sees someone has taken her kill after Michael was his death was kind of stolen from her, and just in her anger, and frustration and minor confusion with all the bullshit that just happened with the DACA and stuff, just hefts her axe and just arcs it to hit as many people as she can.
Yeah, the rest of you, well, Lucius and Vormorn, you watch as Sigrun goes charging off into the crowd, angrily raging, growling at people, attacking any heli in sight and anyone else that seems to look of a position of power. Sigrun disappears into the crowd. We're gonna
I did
go.
get a 22 to hit.
Oh, we're gonna go through keep the initiative going for explaining.
I
what's
will
going
say,
on, but yeah.
She is trying not to just kill anyone who looks like just a commoner, but I am enraged, so I understand if I need to make like a wisdom or something. But she's just aiming for like soldiers and nobles.
And as you charge
people with
off,
weapons.
we'll come back to you in a minute. Key, as you're picked up by Daka, you are running off. Daka's running at top speed, and you hear him like muttering to himself, saying, "So wild magic. That makes sense for how this body works. Alright, if I do this and I cast this spell, this should take into effect and give me full control." And you watch his little spells start to evaporate in his hand, as if the magic is contending with the body itself, zapping and creating little marks of runes all over the hand, and slowly up the body, as you continue hearing this like very intellectual Daka talking to himself. Finally, you arrive at the lab, the castle itself, the capital castle that has been turned over, rebuilt, now having been redesigned to attach onto the main continent. As he runs in, rushing past a couple of what looks to be a small outbreak in the throne room, heading deep into the dungeons with you, he goes in and starts working on a lab, throwing a bunch of liquids together, moving things, and beside him you see, on the other side of the room, a giant door with bars in it where you can hear screaming coming from within. What would you like to do?
So I will state on the way there, Key's only their thought process for Daka sounding intellectual is, that's weird. I guess everyone's rumors about you was kind of wrong. Everyone said you sounded dumb and talked slow. This is weird.
As you kind of say this, and do you say this out loud, or are you just thinking this?
She was thinking this.
Okay. As you continue to think this, you also feel a strange pang at your mind, like someone's listening to your thoughts.
Hello. But upon arriving and seeing the barn doors and hearing the screams, she is going to make her way over to those bars and try and look within.
Give me a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
No, unfortunately, Turtles do not get that.
Alright, so disadvantage.
Alright, and that was a 30. So it's a 30.
Fucking goddamn. As you look in, you can see there are a few heli that look to have been ragged dead. As you look over at them, their bodies kind of crumbled up. You see two tieflings who look to be bound and gagged, angrily trying to break their bindings. One being a larger female, looking to be in her rough, like early or late 20s, or early to late 20s. The other one looking to be slightly younger and related, like a younger brother, who both are fully outfitted. The woman in full martial wear, wearing plate, carrying a large bow on her back that looks to be made of bones. The kid wearing what looks to be mage's robes and carrying a dragon bone staff. And then as you continue looking with your 30, I'm reading down the list here, you notice two Rakshasa in the far corner, both their eyes seeming to be glaring at you, and then finally the last target, a turtle that looks to have its body covered up and down in cracks.
So I'm going to look back and say to Daka, if you need me for anything, I'll be in here. I have something I need to do.
He just turns to you, looks you up and down, and goes, "Oh shit, you're the wrong one. I was supposed to grab the cat." No worries. Go do whatever you're doing. And he kind of goes back to working as he moves a vial. You watch a little explosion of a purple cloud come out of it as you hear him go, "That's not supposed to happen."
Oh no. I opened the gate.
And so what? Keith didn't see the original Daka give
No, they
Siegfried the
did.
body?
They did. But as you go open the door, you look around. You still see the people in there.
So I'm gonna run straight to the turtle.
As you run over to the turtle, you look up and down. It's him. His shell's cracked. He's badly wounded and looks to be completely unconscious.
Is the cell door locked?
There's no this looks to be the entire cells. You look about, you see the stalls themselves not having bars. The only barred door looked to be the one you came through when to come into this room. This is just 6 separate cells that look like almost similar to what you keep for an animal stable.
I am going to go in and you said that they're cuffed to a wall or not?
The turtle looks to be bound and gagged on the floor, cracked up and down. The same goes for the others. Most of them laying in what looks to be hay, and as well as their own excrement. It smells god awful in here.
Okay. I am going to. I want to remove the gag and bindings off of Lad.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. It was almost an 18. That's a 5.
Okay. As you try to break the ropes, they don't seem. You pull one knot, and the knot seems to retie itself.
Okay.
You hear a loud explosion in the other room where the bricks of the wall kind of start to move slightly as you feel the entire castle rumble.
Okay, cool. I don't have time to be waiting. I'm going or think. I would think this nut is magical. Can I roll Arcana to discern if it is?
Sure. You hear Daka Pip go, "Sorry, that was supposed to happen. I'm still getting used to the body and how it works."
He rolled a 1+1 for Arcana.
Oh no! And this is to look at the rope, correct?
Yeah, to see if it's magical.
You're sure rope doesn't tie itself, but to be honest, the things you've seen in your lifespan, this could be a live rope for all you know.
It's a living rope monster. Be careful.
I begin talking to the rope. Mr. Rope, can you please let go?
The rope is unconvinced.
I will persuade the rope.
Give me a persuasion check.
I have advantage. That's a 22. That's a 22.
You try to convince the rope to untie itself, and as you do, try giving it a pep talk, warming it up, telling it your life story to convince it to let your husband go. Daka Pip in the background, a small tear going down his cheek as he hears this, as he's continuing to work, small explosions going. The rope does not untie as it feels no emotion to you.
Caleb, please, the rope.
Just cut the fucking rope!
So we're gonna come back to Key in a moment. Nerali, as you are continuing to fly, enjoying yourself. The weather is clear. The sounds of explosions in the way behind you can be heard. Nothing new. There's sort of sense of magic going off and exploding out. Nothing new. Did you want to do anything while you're on the ship flying towards your destination?
How long is it to my destination? Because I flew from there to here before on the same ship. So
you're not gonna make it in this session. I'm gonna tell you outright.
Well, I mean, technically, I originally said I wanted to teleport, but this works.
I mean, if you want to teleport now, I can fully run it. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I asked the ship was autopilot, because I was gonna leave the ship there.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So as you teleport off the ship continues on its autopilot to continue heading towards the destination.
It'll catch up to you. I'll recollect it when I finish what I'm doing.
All right.
Keeping this shit.
Okay, as you do so, you find yourself deep within the underground, seeing the massive volcano opening. You stand on the precipice of this ring, what looks to be a wall of force above you, keeping the ocean from pouring down onto you. Looking below, you see this headless body standing there, and as you see the arcane device that seems to be a glowing red orb shooting off raw magic right below your standing point, you begin your work. You've already rolled for this, so I'm not going to make you roll again, but this will come up as you come back into the initiative.
Thank God, I don't want to roll Arcana again.
Nope, you don't have to do it twice, don't worry. However, actually, because Stumpy's did the same shit as you did, I gotta roll for that now. Motherfucker.
Wait, what do you mean?
Not related to what you're doing, but literally as in he teleported as well.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because he technically beat me, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Lucius, you find yourself on the battlefield looking about. You saw Sigrun charge off. You saw Daka Pip take off with Key. You are now standing here with Vormorn in the ether and nothing but a battle going on around you. People avoiding you, seeming to almost give a very wide berth around your group. You see that the other group you managed to catch the eye that Bastion managed to take the head of one of the other army leaders and went back into the battlefield as the fight continues to rage on.
Well, my longest lasting ally just ran off, so I think I'm going to follow after Sigrun.
Alright, as you chase after the horde of bodies following in, are you going to be helping in the slaughter, or are you just going to be kind of watching Sigrun's back?
Just protecting Sigrun.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like Sigrun needs much help currently.
Also staying just enough out of reach so that she doesn't turn and accidentally cut you in half when she's raged.
Yeah, making sure that doesn't get overwhelmed or anything like that.
Yeah, give me let's do a perception check to see if you notice anything going after Sigrun.
Hearing, smelling?
Sight-based, but we'll give you hearing, smelling for the final battle. So I'll give you the advantage.
17.
All right, as you happen to look about watching, a few of the knights manage to corner up behind Sigrun as Sigrun seems to get focused in on one of the higher-end casters, recognizing one of the lesser nobles from her early days as a raider and warrior amongst the Scrofe. You turn and manage to go and help fend off those that are back, keeping Sigrun safe and managing to alert her to those behind her. The two of you joining in combat as you start fighting your way through. Again, we'll come back to you momentarily. Actually, no, we will not, because Bastion's up. Lucius, you will see as Bastion appears in front of you, and he is going to make you an offer to join and work with him, either to sign a pact to serve him, or what was it earlier you wrote? The deal? Is going to extend an offer to all the 12 lords. He's planning to, as Bastion extends this offer to Lucius on the battlefield, does Lucius say anything?
Well, I help you with your issues, you help me with mine. Kedlis is up here, and I want nothing more than for them to die.
Lucius, you just see a very big, a slight grin on the Drow's face, and then you hear a slight rumbling coming from the stomach as the hand is held out and shakes your hand. The sounds of I've got friends on the other side playing in the background as you basically agree to a pact. Lucius, do you sign shake his hand? Sign his hand. Shake his hand. There we go.
Yes.
If you want to sign his hand, that's also, I guess, technically a binding contract. It's just, a little different. As you shake his hand, you feel a strange, fiendish power kind of envelop onto you, and you see, or you feel a little burn as a small little sigil of Bastion's burns its way onto your collarbone, as almost a small mark of a tattoo. As you agree to this. Bastion turns and seeing Sigrun in a rage is going to offer the same thing to Sigrun. Sigrun, if you don't know what the deal is, I will reply to it.
Yeah, I want to hear what he's trying to say to convince I will say, at the mention of Kedla's name, Sigrun, if she can hear it, will give pause, because that is a target of hers, and she would be more focused on heli soldiers around her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me take a peek at this again.
There's essentially 2 offers there.
It's not letting me go to
so
the
basically,
post,
any
which
that
is
would
an
be
issue.
willing to help fight will be rewarded with soulstones, items, or favors from Bastion in the fight in Moors. So if you take up that offer, or the later down the line, Bastion is offering that, and of course he's not using the name Bastion. The Forgotten Song is the name he offers as his title.
Yes.
He offers to sign you up as members of his army to fight against Logolthus and potentially Tensub in Moors.
You and your armies.
Okay.
Yes. Any who wish to
But
sign
he
up
is-
and offer will get a fair share of the loot as dictated
But he
by
is
the Forgotten
requiring
Song.
you to form a
It's
with
a
him,
pact
or
in a
submit
sense.
to him.
It's an agreement that you can't break. If you agree to assist him, that when he calls for your assistance, you will be summoned to help him, along with your forces. Should you agree to?
Me and my
offer them.
forces will be summoned to fight Logolthus. Hmm. Well, see, I want to think about how she'd actually approach this,
You
but
can.
she's also
You can wait till your
in
turn.
rage.
Yeah.
I would say rage, so I think the only response she gives while like pumped up on adrenaline, and she thinks a little clearer now with the intelligence boost from the axe, but she's still very much feral, covered in blood, goes, "This is war. I will not be making deals and pacts until my targets are felled. You help me kill the gods here, and I will get you Logolthus' head myself." And I'm gonna look this.
He holds out his hand
That's-
at that as you say that.
Okay, so I guess he's agreeing that if he helps me kill the gods here, I'll help him kill Logolthus. And I think in her rage, even though she said she doesn't want to make the deal, she'll just, yeah, sure, she'll shake his hand.
On instinct.
Just kind of,
Violently shaking his
it's
hand.
a very strong, aggressive, violent. Yeah, she's enlarged as well.
As you do so, you can feel the smile emanating from Bastion's body as he is almost slightly giddy with excitement at the deal. As you shake his hand, he turns and charges into the battlefield along with a few other warforged that seem to follow him. One that oddly looks like a tiefling, similar to the one that was painted on the side of the boat, being Tikva earlier. But as you,
I would know who Tikva is.
yeah, as you watch them charge off into the battlefield, Vormorn, it is your turn. Being in the ethereal plane, you watched as Lucius and Sigrun charged off into the field, disappearing in a crowd of bodies. You watched as Key got taken off with a strange orc you had never met before. It is just you and the ethereal plane here on a massive battlefield with fights going on all around you. What would you like to do?
I would like to, gaze upon the battlefield, looking for soldiers, nobles alike on either side who look deserving of justice, death, and I will be going through, popping in and out of the ethereal plane with my necrotic shroud activated.
Oh, okay.
Just for whatever extra damage and
Yep.
an extra bit of terror on the battlefield as I'm going around popping in and out, eviscerating people, maybe hitting them with my Whip of Abaddon, just cutting to shreds, because I also want to take some souls while I'm here as well of the unjust.
Okay.
And I want to, eviscerate them all. And
Okay.
specifically going after the ones that are, not good people.
As you charge into the battlefield using the ethereal plane to track through the mess of bodies, you start looking first for those you recognize, those nobles, those corrupt slave traders, all those who you know were on your list beforehand, and slowly, one by one, like a Grim Reaper across the battlefield, you start finding your targets and cutting them down. The screams heard are lost in the wash of the battlefield as this goes on. But one by one, you slowly pull them either into the ethereal plane to slaughter them in the plane, or manage to come out with a surprise as they are in their last leg, cutting them down, devouring their souls for those you feel that need to as you stare into their eyes with penance, and eviscerating those that were not worth even your penance sight. You continue charging through. As you all begin rushing through, the battle continues to erupt. Screams are heard almost immediately as the halfway point comes. Half a day having gone on of nothing but slaughter. Each of you coming to your last leg at this point, you suddenly notice that almost the entirety of the Helly's army immediately stops glowing blue, and many of the knights and such start turning and running from the battlefield as if, well, on the precipice of almost victory, seeing that while this freedom army of Kedlis is still outnumbering them, being pushed back step by step, the army of Thief pushing them forward, the light seeming almost to disappear from their amulets, the whole world giving a massive shockwave all around as you see the sky ripples. And suddenly you feel a hatred towards a god known as Chief Smoky. The one who caused all of your pain that Thief did, now replaced towards a god named Chief Smoky, begins to envelop you as almost the entirety of the Helly army starts to panic and run, vanishing from the battlefield. You all watch as the other side continues on, the battle not ending as your party turns. The Daka clan, or the Daka Wog, managing to start grabbing onto those who followed Kedlis and started slaughtering them just as much as you all do the same. The secondary army, after another half a day continuous fighting, seems to turn and run. The emblems once again disappearing as suddenly a second crack is seen over the sky, a big magical explosion causing eruptions all around globally. You can feel magic changing and morphing around you as suddenly all of those who served Kedlis, their emblems suddenly lose power and they seem to lose faith and start running as well. In the midst of a hatred-filled slaughter, you watch as both armies start to try and panic and run. As they do so, seeing or feeling new beyond gods rise in your bones as the mortal beings you are, out comes a creature, the great green wizard, as he comes climbing to the top of the Capitol Tower. A bell starts ringing, and he launches off a massive spell, watching as both armies get eviscerated in an instant. And that is where we're going to end session, with the party coming into their epilogue session. You all watch as Daka, Pip, Daka, and the rest of Monsters 5 come to rejoin you all, seeing those of common soldier and lower ranks not having been eviscerated, both armies vanishing almost in a poof, the Monsters 5 group coming together. You stand now in a battlefield of nothing but dust. And that is where your epilogue will begin. We thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And as Peaceful Future stands on the precipice of their campaign, next session being their epilogue session, we look down and we thank you all for watching. All of the fans who enjoyed at this campaign, all of those people who've come and joined us in these campaigns, and all of those who have been part of this group, truly are the great champions, the heroes of this world. We thank you all, and we will see you next time for the epilogue. All right. You lot are
Well.
semi-free.